Welcome everybody. One more week, one more day, one more Sunday. Now we are going to be live watching the fight between 100th JAS and 36 Storm Virtuali. Yeah, I think what that correctly pronounced though? It was Precetri Virtuali. Yeah, 36 Storm Virtuali. Well, more or less. You know that we cannot stop ourselves from butchering some names here and there. So, well, we can fold to our tradition. Of course, for today's fight, we are going to be watching a team from USA, if I recall correctly. I don't think I have the information from the team, though. Oh shit, I'm running too late today. Oh freaking gosh, nevertheless, I should be presenting the team as well as much as I can myself. Still, oh, sorry. Wait, sorry, my bad, press where I should not be pressing. So still, we will be going for the dice roll, of course. So we'll be going for the dice roll, and of course, for this instance, both teams can have all the maps, so we'll be able to enjoy a fight. Hopefully not in Caucasus, we've been watching for a few more times lately. So hopefully we'll be seeing either options in Syria or Persian Gulf. We'll see though. So now let's go with the dice roll, and then we'll be able to present the teams what they are going to be flying today. So of course, options, as you can see on the left, we will be rolling the dice, and you will have the options on the left, and then you'll know what's going to be played for today's match. So without any further ado, let's go with the dice roll for today's match, shall we, guys? In 3, 2, 1, go. Number 8. Lavan against Fujairah with overcast afternoon with rain. So finally not a Caucasus map, but still we are going to have rain. So give me a sec while I do inform the teams. Overcast afternoon with rain. And just informing the teams of their results for today's match. And I'm going to be changing the map for them, as we are going to be using today D3W servers, which we are providing for the tournament, such as same as we are doing all SPQR, the team that we did cover yesterday. Number 8, that's number 2 here. Okay, the same team that we did cover yesterday, and thus they are also the team. There's also another team themselves, SPQR, covering the server side of the things for guys. So yeah, so far so good. So now we are going to have the teams getting ready on the map, lining up, starting up, etc, etc, and then we'll use the opportunity to try to present them as best as we can. Okay. Okay, so of course. Okay, one thing is okay. No, sorry, I was checking one thing for my side, and if not, I'm going to send them this little detail. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. I'm Salty Dog. Ouch! Welcome on board. Just arrived at the next time. Perfectly on time. Just let me give me this, that. Sorry, we have one issue. Okay, then that's on. Teams are joining. Feel free to. Okay, 107 Jazz is worldwide. We have pilots from all around the world. Okay, thank you, because I don't have any information for you guys. I do always the. Okay, I always ask for the teams information from the teams so I can present you all guys correctly. But I think I don't have any from 107. So speed them on 88. If you successfully can tell us on chat a bit about the team, that would be awesome, because then I can present all of you guys correctly. Everyone deserves to have a good presentation, more so when you are in this kind of situation. Okay, this is not working. Freaking gosh. Problems all the time. Nevertheless, that should be done. That should be done. That should be done there too. Okay, I'm just waiting for the teams to join. Okay, 36 Storm of Virtuali is going as blue for today's match. We are going to see Fujairah against Fujairah as blue team, and then Lavan Island as red team. That's what we are going to be seeing today. So let me get the cameras ready for our good friends, both from worldwide 107 JAS. By the way, if you can tell me what JAS stands for, that would be awesome, because I don't know myself. And that's something I do think is going to be interesting for the teams to know and see what's what, and etc, etc. So let me get everything ready for you guys, my side. Okay, of course, while we are waiting, we can just go with the type of view, unless you have something, and then you can see what we are going to be played. Okay, we have on the northern side, we have 107th, starting from Lavan Island, and starting from Fujairah we have 36th. Of course, as usual, I'm getting cameras ready for today's match, so give me a sec while I get everything sorted out. Of course, once again, we are going to have an overcast with rain. So yeah, it seems that lately we are having so many maps with rain. It's nuts. I mean, I'm surprised that we are having so much times having raining missions, but still happy to see that we have quite a difference regarding regarding maps and weathers. Of course, we can now go just a few moments while I get this other camera. Come on, little boy. I know you can make it. There you go. Okay, so now I have my cameras up and running, and then we can now start. But since I don't have a problem with the skins. No, they are later. 107th Joint Aviation Squadron. Perfect. Thank you, mate. So now we can go with the cameras for guys. So, hey guys, now we can present both teams, at least. So 107th Joint Aviation Squadron, as Speed Demon 88 is telling ourselves in the chat, who we have on top and are rocking that beautiful black and orange skins, are a team from all around the world, but for what I've seen before, it's a team that is mainly composed of American, from people from USA so far. And of course, we'll be checking just a few seconds what they are going to be rolling for today's. Of course, we'll be checking afterwards what we are going to see from 36. No, sorry. There you go. So, for 107th, we have the entire team currently here on the parking, getting ready, as we can see. So we can even see ourselves what we are checking for today. We have 316s, 318s that are being managed by Tiomo 189 and PT 369 and Gunsmoke. They three will be rocking the 16s. And for the 18s, we see Let's Linger, Granite, and the other team member who has left the server, who is Ouch 351. So definitely, definitely a bit of a bump there, crashing out of the server just when we are presenting you guys. So let's use this opportunity to also do a bit of camera work around the beautiful skin that they are having for themselves. So we can see that not only black skins for them, we have this beautiful livery with this splinter livery for the 16s. I have a problem with this keyboard. Why it's not doing? Oh yeah, now I understand why. No, freaking heck. There you go, there you go. There you go. Ah, for cameras! Freaking gosh, having this new keyboard, I love it. But for camera work, it's a bit pain in the ass. But still. Taxi. Freaking gosh. Taxi when ready. Form runway when ready to take off. Give me a sec, I'm implementing a few things. Taxi at your own spread. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I was fixing a few things there, here and there. As per usual, these streamers are not only the guys behind the camera, but therefore we also have a bit managing the fight itself. So bear with us. So of course we have this beautiful skin for 107th Joint Aviation Squadron. This splinter camouflage here. Ouch is joining the server. The last 18 that will be participating in today's fight. Of course, no, 107 have an assortment of skins, so they have quite a lot of skins to be rolling the fight with these teams. So of course we have this entire black livery, as you can see, with this logo and the flamethrower, the flame on top of it all. And of course, a bit of logo also on the livery. We have this livery with a very clean livery. You can see almost brand new airplane. It's a bit of decals there, here and there. Bienvenidos, Buka, my friend, my administrator from DTW. Bienvenido, welcome. And of course, Lordrick, one of the guys from 36. By the way, guys, do not fret, even if the other guys are right now on chat because they are just saying hi. I know for a fact that they will not be doing stream sniping. So right now, of course, we are just representing the team, talking a bit, so nothing to be worried about, okay, guys? We ask for you all to be extra sure, extra safe. And of course, this black livery for the Hornets that they are rocking themselves, very aggressive looking. I do love myself at this. I do fancy this simple yet very aggressive looking livery for the Hornets for sure. And of course, that's not all. Let me go and present you guys with the... Oh, this livery is interesting. Guys from 36 Stormo Virtuali, shall we guys? So of course, 26 Stormo Virtuali, they are rolling with a different configuration altogether. We can see that already on runway we have 3 16s, 1 Tomcat, and 2 Hornets. So of course, let us go around and present the team, and then we'll check who's rolling with what. So with the Tomcat we have Merlin with no Rio whatsoever, rolling with the 2 18s, Math and Ghost, and with the 16s we have Kevin, Falcon, and Rico. So of course, let us go check the skins a bit more. Oh, Stranger are your new skins. Speed Demon said, that's awesome and lovely. So these are the skins for good friends from Italy, because I do have a bit of information from them, so I can present them better. Give me a sec, I have my information somewhere. Oh freaking gosh, lately I'm doing too many things at once. I'm having a bit of a problem keeping up with everything. So 36 Stormo Virtuali from Italy, is nearing the mark of 10 years from activity, being founded in October 10, 2012. Wow, that's a lot of time. They not only share the name of the existing 36 Stormo of Italian Aeronautica Militari, but also the motto con la SATAC a gloria morte, which roughly translates to with wings spread towards glory or death. Wow, amazing. The roster counts about 50 members, carry on the weekly training and operational activities on various modules, mainly the 14, 16, 18, but also the 18, the Harrier Mirage 2000, and also rotary wing with the Kamov 50 and UH-U1 Hiwi. A long-running presence in SATAC and SATAC, having joined most of the previous editions, was also a familiar name in the earliest Force initiative. And of course, these guys, as you can see, they are of pasta and oh freaking gosh. Give me a sec. Okay, yes, I just receiving a bit of thingy on the side. So yeah, of course, now we are rocking with the 36 Stormo Virtual skins, and we are waiting for 107 to start rolling and getting ready. So of course, now we can check. I was doing a bit of camera work around the skins though, but now we can check a bit more about this dark livery for the 36 with this beautiful detail. I mean, I do love this sail art though. It's very minimal, but still very beautiful. And of course, F-16 381 Squadron. What Ralphmet are you using though? Of course, by the way, this little decal, this little round, is just having the low visibility Italian markings. That's beautiful for sure. Already I can see that you have lots of bumps and details for not the rod mat, but the bump. I think was the bump layer where you see all the 3D assets, and it's quite high detail, so it's amazing. Oh, sorry, a bit too much camera movement over there. I still very clean skins all together with beautiful the Viper logo. Very minimal, very beautiful for sure. I do love these skins too. Oh wait, do you have? Oh, come on, really? You managed to get this little rim around the 16? That's a beautiful, beautiful detail that I haven't seen anyone rocking this detail over there. That's looking sick for sure. Satin CTC. Okay, just checking guys, we have anything extra there. Oh, by the way, guys, this is for 36 in case you want to. There is an option to modify. I think you have the high quality ones. Oh, freaking! Wrong key. Come back with me. There you go. So the racks in themselves can be painted. I think you have the high quality ones downloaded and being used. But still, if you need them, feel free to contact me. I can point you towards them PSD files to modify them. So of course, let us also watch the Horn. I think that both the three of them are rocking exactly the same skin, because I think I have a few of them. Let's just check the 14 right now. Yeah, Italian Lobby's badge, as I did assume. So of course, con la latezza a gloria de morte. Are we dimensional? No. So of course, rocking the Italian. Oh, this one is interesting for sure. The Tomcat having. I think this is the first skin we've seen so far having this little detail on the front of the nose, and that's something beautiful for sure. This Tomcat having a quite interesting color. This is not a tan color. This is not a brownish. It's a white brownish color. It's an interesting one for sure. Not a color that we are used to see around, and of course that's interesting for sure. For me, it's amazing to see how much the teams do change and have many different skins and colors and whatnot. Of course, let us go with the low visibility Hornet also. You can see here that they put a lot of... Is this a two-tone color? I think it is. No, it's not, it's not. But really, these guys have put a lot of effort in on the drop matte layers and also the VAP layers. You can see that this skin is a pretty clean one, carrying also the marine little detail below the wings, and of course the visibility roundel. And of course very clean overall, and of course this beautiful tail art for the Hornets having such a G to cut, whatever it means. So we'll get to know that. That's something you can ask, and of course remember guys, we will be having an interview with the teams afterwards, so we will be able to ask them anything regarding the fight, and of course regarding anything you want to ask them. Still very clean looking skins though. Very beautiful one. So of course we are taking a bit more time than usual to get up and rolling, but still, that's just because we are just waiting for good trends from 107 to rolling with the last airplane, as we are just waiting for the last Hornet to start rolling, who we have on camera. Not only the last Hornet, but also the last 16. You can see that they are rolling right now, so we'll be seeing them on runways such as Summer Virtuale in just a few moments. So by the way, I'm going to ask the teams just to hop off of the stream right now. So, because I know that some of you are the 14 Desert inspired from the real Tornado Desert Liquid from Desert Storm. That's awesome. Then we know for sure. Okay, I'll be asking the teams to get out of the stream, so we are 100% safe. No stream mapping is being done. Just for you all to be sure, okay? Of course, Lortic, I know he's not flying today. He did inform me before, so that's not going to be a problem, but still. I'll be asking the participants of the fight for today to get out of the stream to be extra safe now. The rest of you, have fun. Okay, so just as a double reminder, okay, just I'll be asking the team to the participants for today's fight to be getting out of the stream, just to be extra sure, extra careful. That's as simple as that. Nothing to be worried about though. So that we can have this being as fair as possible, so we can have a good fight for today. But we see that the 107th is just rolling out, just getting ready. No. There is... So of course, as mentioned, I do know that you are just watching here, having some fun on the stream while we have all the rest of the team fighting. I'm just being double sure, double precautious. Okay, that's all. That's simple as that. So we are having the 107th just rolling in, getting ready. Archer, welcome on board, my friend. Because just arriving on the nick of time as we are getting the last team getting line up on the runway and almost ready to start today's fight. Let me try to get cameras ready for both teams. So we can see, I'm going to inform the other team, 107, almost cleaned it up. Feel free to rearm and get your fuel bags ready. Just informing the teams that they can rearm because the 107 is already almost ready on runway. So that, of course, fuel economy, as you all know, is a thing in this kind of tournaments and fights, and therefore many teams such as Storm Virtual 56 right now are carrying no bags whatsoever right now. I'm waiting just for the 107 to line up on runway. So that's why I'm informing them that now they can rearm if they so wish. Now you can see that fuel tanks are starting to pop in. And therefore, that way we can be sure that all the teams do have the most opportunity to win today's fight regarding fuel economy. It's a thing when fights do protract themselves, and I do think this fight will be a bit longer than usual because we can see both teams carrying aircraft with the 16 and 18 and full Tomcats. Because the Tomcat we've seen most of yesterday with DS player from SPQR, who knows a big deal of making long-range shots. So far we've seen him taking a casualty at 96 miles out, and that's the longest kill I've seen myself any time in all the fights I've seen so far. Of course, yesterday he managed to get 86 miles out shot onto ETF, so that's a big deal. Okay, so once 107th confirmed, ready, and we go. Okay, just waiting for 107 to confirm ready, and then we'll be going. Of course, weather today, as technician, I always butcher some names. Technitinium, my good friend from Swedish, my fellow interior designer, as he knows, he is well saying, today's weather is a bit too much. You can see that even in this area where we have not rain right now, you can see the visibility is very low. They're going to have quite a lot of problems with that. So they, of course, will be checking a few moments. Let me check, because if not, I'm going to forget to do so. Let me check the weather. Let me check the visibility, the layers. Because now we have on the bottom, we have the layers, okay? So now we are at 2,000 feet, so still we have clouds over this area. Let me go higher. From 2,000 feet to 9,000 feet, we have high density cloud layer. And then we have up to 20,000 feet, we have a bit of layers, a bit more as small one. And of course, 30,000 feet, we have a bit more. But still, the big is going to be... Oh, wait. What the hell is going on with the camera? Still. Good. Camera is going up. Should be not doing that. Okay, now you can see that this big, massive cloud coverage all around the place. That's going to be a big thing for sure when we are fighting and defending missiles left and right down below. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I'm going to get the camera ready once again for our good friend from 107th, and then we'll be going for the fight. Oh, sorry. Then I need to do this. Something's wrong with my cameras right now once again. Oh yes, because I need to do this, I need to do this, and I need to do this. Okay. Oh freaking gosh, when you change your keyboard and you have to relearn everything. That's a thing. That's a big thing. Okay guys, so now we have both teams on camera and ready to roll. And we're going to go with the countdown. Sorry, camera movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Round 1 between 107th and 26th is alive. We can see already teams are starting to roll out. We have the right, we see that this is Soma Virtuali. Of course, the left we have 107th JAS. So far we have seen so far that 36 are decided to go with the 4 airplanes running out at once. And for the 7 for the my dear Titanium. We can almost crash with the takeoff. The 18 from from 107. By the way guys, remember the weather is, they do have turbulence they do have wind, so it's not as easy as it seems to take off and manage around. So be careful with it all for sure. Intro saw The Simpsons. Well, that's a new thing for sure. I've never heard that one, but something new for sure. So while we get all the guys up and running in the air, let me try to go and present you guys with the teams rolling around and taking off. So we are going to go first with the 56. Once again, we are going to be checking and presenting the teams. So rocking the 14, leading the formation from 36. We have right now Merlin. And let me get the other camera ready. Merlin leading the flight right now for the 36, rocking his wings, saying hi to his wingman, who is Falcon, who is just very close by, just rocking the 16 with all the fuel tanks all the wall. Behind him we have the other 16. Now it's changing. Rigo rocking the other 16 with the full fuel tanks allowed out. Behind him, also taking, still on the thick cloud layer, we can see we have Kevin R with a fuel tank assortment for all of our enjoyment. Kevin, and now we are going to see the two 18s as they are going into the thick cloud cover. Now we have on camera Ghost rocking the 18 with all the bits of the world. And by the way, Rain, just for you to know, Rain Rax MC, the weather right now in DCS is not linear. Of course, there are patches where you can have rain, others you don't have and such. So that's normal. That's normal. So that things can and will happen, by the way. And that's one of the better things that Eagle Dynamics have done lately with the weather. And that's something that hopefully we'll get to see soon enough, the dynamic weather. But until then, just also finish presenting the guys. Now we have on camera Math rocking the full fuel tank assortment with this beautiful livery for the 18. My camera is not working as I usually work. Well, still I cannot sort that one out now, sadly. But now let's just go and present the guys from 107th. So let me try to go cameras for them. So first we have leading the formation from 107th. We have Granite on camera, rocking the TGP on the center port. It's interesting for me, why do teams decide to use the TGP? Of course, you have you can ID teams when you are in a tight spot and such, but still rocking the TGP and not fuel tanks, I don't know how it will pay off. We'll see. That's something you can ask themselves afterwards during the interview. Now we have on camera Let's Linger carrying the other 18, but we can see that they are just running very slow, very slow. JRH, I'm afraid that all call signs are too easy to pronounce. Way too easy, but still. I can't butcher some Italian here and there. Let's Linger. And now we are going to go with Gunsmoke on camera, rocking one of the 16s. Right now, building... okay, now changing. Let's Linger, carrying the 2 fuel tanks for the 16. Now, of course, as a reminder, all the teams do carry only 4 Fox 3 missiles and as many Fox 1s and Fox 2s as they want. So that's why you will not see 16s as, for example, the PT1s not carrying all the armors of the world. That's why you don't see that. Just carrying the 2 fuel tanks as we are seeing for all the PT here. Sorry, I did not change cameras. And of course, that's why you don't see that with all the armors of the wall. So I'm missing. Who am I missing though? Tiomo. Yeah, Tiomo. Sorry, I'm missing Tiomo. Tiomo, who we have now on camera, with the other 16 also carrying the two fuel tanks, not 3, which is interesting for sure. And lastly, but not least, ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, ouch is the correct pronunciation. Just practicing my my Simpsons onomatopeias. I don't know how to say onomatopeias in English. But still, the last Hornet from 107, carrying the TGP, 2 fuel tanks, 4 120s, 2 heaters, and the 2 Fox 1s missiles, as per usual. So of course, let us check the information from 107, as we have them doing a bit of flyby. So we can see that 107 are designed to go very slowly. Initially, we see that the 16 are just having quite an interesting approach. Having they got 2 Hornets waiting there, just for fuel. 116 taking high and going faster. The 216 waiting for fuel, and the latest 18 just waiting for more fuel. So it's interesting to see that. And of course, that's not all. But of course, the formation for 66. Wait, this is going to be interesting. Are they up information? I think they are. Yes, formation flying. There you go. You know, guys, myself good enough to know that I love my formation flying, and thus, please, more formations. Anytime I take formation flying, any time of the week. We can see that 36 Automobile Rally carrying the 316s, just going in formation. The 218s still a bit higher with 0.8, 0.85, and the 16s are 0.6. They are just saving fuel, going a bit slower and lower, waiting for. It does seem to me that the Tomcat and the 18s are going to be the first guys committing into the fight. We'll see though, we'll see how it goes. But still, now we can go with the top camera view and see, because Merlin's play here going Angels 31 trailing to the left. I don't know how that one is going to be played off, really. I'm not so sure if that's what's the intention behind that. Because if maybe he's just trying to get out of the area of the radars for the 18s, so so the enemy radar cannot check on his launches, because by the way, the Tomcat's radar do catch the missiles sent downrange by the 18s and 16s and 14s. So those missiles can be seen by radar. So that's the thing. When you do a long-range shot, it's important when you do it, because it can be easily seen. Also, interestingly, 120s are more easily seen by 18 by the Hornet radar than the Phoenixes. That's an interesting thing for sure. Now that I think about it, because that should not be happening like that. But still, we have 36 Stormer Virtually carrying the 16s, doing a bit of formation. And by the way, you can see that I love my formation flying. So please, more formation flying, I will get you on camera more often than not if you do so. But still, 107 from the Hornets, still chilling. You can see that the 107 side are deciding to go with a 3 airplane formation on front, it being 2 Hornets, 116. And the rest of the 3 airplanes, 2 16s and 1 Hornet on the back, just waiting there. So they are really taking it slow, not burning through too much fuel. So I do think these guys are going for the long game. I think they are aiming for the fuel game though. We'll see, but that's going to be an interesting play if they do so. And of course, 36, we have once again the 16s on camera doing formation flying. And by the way, doing formation flying has a tactical advantage, and I'll tell you that in a sec. But you can see that for this 36 side, we can see that the Tomcat is going along to the southernmost side of the fight. The 2 Hornets to the middle. Are we missing one? 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing. Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. I'm having here 3 guys. Sorry. So we have 1 Tomcat to the south, 2 Hornets to the middle, and 3 fighters, 3 16s to the northern area. And of course, having the 2 16s flying this close together, what makes it is that it makes the enemy team think that these airplanes are only 2, not 3. So this could be something that helps them on the long run if it plays out. Of course, it doesn't make things impossible to sort out the contact, but makes things harder. But still, we'll see how it goes for them. Still, so far so good. We are getting in range. Let me present you the range and fix this little issue here. There you go. So now we are at 45 miles out range between a few of the flights, and still no missile sends downrange. We are starting to get into the range of the missile, but still we can see that both 107th, even they are quite high, and 36, even they are quite high, they are not up into Mach 1 realm. And thus I don't think that we are going to see any kind of long range shot whatsoever for this auto fight. But still, they are taking their time this time, and that's something that shows to me that they are really going for the long range play. They are aiming for sure for a long range play. Okay, you can see that 107th going for the notch. They have seen Maryland sending the Phoenix downrange at 40 miles out, and therefore this Phoenix is visually seen. Also the Alpha, that missile, let me show you, you will be able to see that yourselves. The Alpha, we can see right now on camera, you can see the smoke trail that is behind the missile, just to the left of the missile. That smoke trail does render at 40 miles out, and thus that missile is very easily seen, and that's why we can see right now on Gunsmoke, who we are going to have on camera right now. Yes, turning out cold, being sure that that Phoenix does not track as it's happening, because that Phoenix is not tracking at all right now, and thus first missile of the fight has been defeated. But still, so far so good. We can see that the front layer of the 107th is going out cold, so they are just baiting the enemy team to send missiles downrange, trying to waste those 4 Fox 3 missiles being carried by each of the enemy airplanes, baiting them to waste them. And it seems to me that the 36 is deciding to go with these 3 guys, making them commit into the fight later on with more fuel and more missiles, so they get the advantage on the later part of the fight. We'll see how it goes though, because that could be a very nice decision, depending on how well that Muff goes and Merlin hold out the first part of the fight. Of course, one more 20 sent towards Tiomo. Let us ride with Tiomo here. Tiomo going full burner, still things. Fox 3 from Tiomo going vertical defending vertically. It is going. Really? Am I having problems? Wait, map is taken out of the equation. So Tiomo has managed to take the first casualty of the fight. Yeah, I'm having internet problems in bad Twitch. Yeah, I'm afraid that we are having a bit of problem with Twitch, but still, sorry for that, guys. Nothing I can do to help out with that, I'm afraid. But still, Tiomo on camera taking the first kill. And now we have more and more finish from Marlin toward Ouch. We'll see if we can see him taking the missile or not. So far, let me check on camera. Phoenix is tracking. So that Phoenix still have some legs to connect into Ouch, but still he's just getting out cold, so should not be able to connect, I think. We'll see, though, we'll see. No, wait, is that going for Tiomo? No, not at all. It's not tracking, really. So that missile is going to be defeated, I'm afraid. So Ghost is being shot Fox 3, by PT. Let us ride, and Ghost also answering with another Fox 2 missile himself. Let us ride with Ghost as he's going vertically maneuvering, defending that 120 sent his way by PT. PT is also having to be defending right in a few moments. Of course, we can see that Gunsmoke and Let's Linger sending 120 toward Ghost. He's going to be in a wall of pain. He doesn't defend well enough. Then we can see the 316s from 36 are starting to get into fight with Granite. Let me try to get with Granite on camera if I get fast enough. Granite on camera. Oh, freaking gosh. I fucked things up. Granite. Now Granite is out of the equation. So first casualty 2 for 107th. So now these things are level 5 against 5 for this start of the fight. Wait, we are missing one more guy? Yes, we are missing the top. Yes, we have a 5 on 5 situation right now. So things are leveled out. Still, we see that these 316s on the top bottom right corner. Falcon, Kevin, and Vigo are way out of the fight. They should be committing in just a few moments. Ghost and Merlin getting out cold, so I think I'm not so the same from 107. PT still defending this missile, for he doesn't know that that missile has been defeated. And the rest of the team are starting to commit back into the fight. So we can see that they are taking it very slowly, they are taking their time. So far so good. I don't think that it's going to be Tiomo, who we have on camera right now. It's going to be the next guy sending downrange some missiles, but you can see that missiles economy is a thing. He has shot one missile, and of course that means that they have less opportunities to take some kills. It is not Falcon is going to be the one Fox 3 into Tiomo, who we have on camera right now, and let us see when he goes into defensive positioning. Still long way to go. That missile, by the way, that was a 20 miles south missile, more or less, roughly. Wait, that 120 is not going... Who is it going for? It's going for PT or Gunsmoke. Interesting. So one more 20. So 36 is aiming for the long range Fox 3s, and that's going to be an interesting decision. We'll see how it plays out for them, because usually it's not a good call. Wait. Gunslinger having to defend. Gunslinger on camera. No, who's the... It's Olch who is defending that 120. Of course, Tiomo also being defensive right now. Let me try to get Tiomo on camera. He's going to be the one defending the hardest right now. Of course, yes. That missile still have legs. Managed to notch it out just on the last moment. Falcon also going defensive. Is going defending right now. Falcon on camera. Just defending those 127 his way. Ouch is out of the way. Oh wait, he's not taking the kill. We have one more casualty for 36 side. So now we have a 5-on-4 situation in favor of 107. So things are looking good for them for sure. So guys, Roger. So maybe that's it. Let me see if I can do that. I think I cannot change the OBS settings. Still, let me check if I can, okay? Give me a sec. But still, Phoenix coming out, no worries there. Okay. Advanced options, low latency. I'm checking the... Okay, that's something I cannot do that right now, I'm afraid. Still, I'm afraid that's something... I'm sorry for the buffering though. That's something I cannot solve right now, I'm afraid. I'm having a problem with Twitch today for whatever reason, and I cannot solve them out, I'm afraid, right now. Still, I'll try to check what the hell is going on. It's been working wonderfully so far. Still, let's linger. We are going to have on camera right now. Let's linger. Just going defensive vertically. That 120 still have legs. Will it connect? Boom! One more casualty. So this is a slugfest, really. Having an exchange of missiles left and right. Everyone is dying for all the missiles in the world. So this is interesting for sure. Drigo, who we are going to have on camera right now, defending vertically, and also take the kill. Wow, so many casualties. Let me try to get right with Gunsmoke, because that might be the next casualty here. Gunsmoke, pumping some flares though, and another kill. What the hell, guys? Everyone is dying. All the kills of the world. So now we have a 3-on-3 situation. Ghost, Merlin, and Kevin from 36 side still alive. PT Tiomo and Arch from the 107 still alive. 120 from Kevin sent downrange. Now he's going defense, vertically defending, just preemptively. Kevin going vertically rear. Yeah, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do with these mates. So 120 towards PT. Let me try to get PT on camera, but it should be easily defended by him. Yeah, PT is going, just defending me, trying to go into more comfortable high speed to defend that 120s that will not have enough legs. Still, Penny sent down range by Merlin toward Ouch, who is going for the notch. So and that's a very close one though. That one might reach because they are very high. That Phoenix still have legs. So let me ride with Ouch because I think he's over a wall of pain this time. And he's just going for defensive maneuvering. Phoenix still have a lot of energy to arrive. And also he's just burning through energy, not trying to outrun the missile. So I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh wait. Yeah, he had managed to defend that Phoenix. So Phoenix doesn't have any legs whatsoever yet to arrive. So far so good. Okay, so we are seeing that Ouch, Tiomo are going out call, PT going for the notch. So no aggression here, of course. 36, all three of them are going out call. So really we can see that both teams are just playing it very safely. So they are not taking the chance that they have right now to come in, neither 66 to come back into the fight, nor 107 coming back to the fight. So you can see here, these kind of situations, that's something that more experienced teams do know and see very easily and very fast. Like, okay guys, 107, they are not pushing, now we have to go hot. Same for the 107. They were not seeing at 36, all the teams were going out cold and they were not pushing hard. But that kind of things do happen, and of course many times teams do rely on having one or two guys on the team who do the callouts that know what's going on and what they have to do in going hard, going cold and such. And when some teams do miss that key player for the team, it's a big deal. So now we are flying with Ouch on camera. Ouch, sorry, that's the pronunciation. If my Simpsons knowledge is well not good enough. Ouch on camera as he going through all the fuel tanks, burning fuel, trying to get enough energy into his remaining Fox 1's missiles, so they do arrive into Ghost and Kevin. You can see right now that Ghost is going defensive maneuvering, defending preemptively, and Kevin still going forward. Fox 3 from Kevin into Ouch. Let us ride with Ouch also sending a Fox 1 missile. Of course, Fox 1 needs you to keep on tracking, and you can see Ouch on camera is going out cold, so that Fox 1 has been sent for nothing, I'm afraid, as it doesn't have any track whatsoever. Ouch trying to around the Fox 3 missile. Merlin still way out of the fight, defending any possibilities 120 before. Yeah, you still have a few more freezes here and there, guys, I'm afraid, but still nothing I can do about that. So Ouch having defended the missile, still he's way too low. Kevin taking the opportunity to get close into the fight. 120 from Kevin, who we are going to have on camera right now. His Fox 3 into possibly Tiomo. No, Fox 3 into PT, who is giving him enough leeway to send a Fox 3. As all of the members from 107 are turning out cold. So no one is really pushing into 36 lines. PT on camera being defending missiles right now. By the way, guys, I do recommend that you go and start doing the stream for a few minutes later, because it seems that it's going to be too complicated for this to catch up. I don't know what's going on really with the Twitch today, but still nothing I can do for that, I'm afraid. So Tiomo will manage to defend that missile. Perfect. So right now we have Merlin out of the fight entirely. It seems that the fight is going to be played here. Ghost sending a Fox 1 missile into Tiomo. Tiomo sending a Fox 3 into Ghost. Let me ride with Ghost on camera. As he's going vertically, maneuvering vertically, trying to defend that 120 sent his way. Kevin pushing with the Fox 2 missiles. You can see that teams are running low of weapons right now. And takes the kill. Now we have a 2-on-3 situation. Merlin is entirely out of the fight. We cannot even see him. So let us ride. Okay, wait. Oh, freaking gosh. So now we have one sole survivor from 36 still. Who you have on camera. Tiomo might take the kill. Tiomo gets killed from beyond the grave. So now we have PT and Ouch against Merlin, who seems to be playing the fuel tank, the fuel game. Yo, Kingston, welcome on board, my friend. Happy to see you on board today. Now we are running with SATAC today, having the guys taking the time. It does seem to me that Merlin is just going for the fuel tank, for the fuel game. And he's down to Fox 1s and Fox 2s, so maybe. Yeah, it's not seen that also. Are going for exactly the same play? Let me ride with them and see what's the weapon for them. So now we have on camera BT from 107th. Yeah, they are taking going out cold. So it does seem to me that both teams are going for the fuel economy game. So guys, that means that we are in for a long play, because also Ouch here is rocking only the cheaters. So it does seem to me that we are for a long game, and thus I'm going to do nothing. Okay, guys, that way we can wait. We cannot make this. We cannot suffer that much, because it's not going to be we are going in for a long game. You can see both teams are taking the time going in for a long play. Thus, we are going to do a little thingy, which is review the tag view. Okay, let me change it out. Can I do it the other way easily? No. Then I'm going to do nothing. Okay, I'm going to be going with the tab view analysis up to this point, because this is going to take a lot of time. Okay, so ads are even buffering? Come on! Oh freaking gosh, about the adverts. Nevertheless, I'm going to go review the fight up to this point, because this is going to take a lot of time. I'll be checking nevertheless the situation with the teams. So I see if any one of them decide not to play the fuel game and commit. But up to this point, let me check and see the fight up to this point, okay? Because that's going to be more interesting rather than watching the fuel economy game. And then we can also have a bit of more enjoyment up to this point. So, tag analysis of round 1 while the round 1 is still being played. That's a first for me, for myself. So let me try to do this. Yeah, going to be easier for me. Okay, perfect. So round 1, as we didn't notice before, for Tomcat for 36 decided to go to the southern area. Let me try to do it this way. So we have the north to the north, more or less. Okay, that's going to be easier. And south to the south, that's going to be easier. So Merlin going to the southern area, 218 for 36 coming to the center area, and the 316 going in close, very close game for them, flying very close for them. Going for the net for the northern area. For the 36, you can see that they decided to go with 3 guys from front, 3 guys on their back. Each side executed a straight jet. How freaking gosh! But still, you can see that the first finish sent down range by Merlin into Gunsmoke, putting him onto defensive positioning. So there. So far, that missile went out cold. You can see that this is a very nice tactic, by the way. Having the 3 guys on front turning out cold and then baiting for the enemy team to bait some missiles. By the way, you are asking about the missile economy. Missile economy is just 2 Fox 1s, Fox 2s. So basically just none. All the teams are just down to nothing at all. And by the way, if someone can please explain Technetium what he's asking for, that would be awesome. I know that you guys know better than myself. That's going to be interesting. Well, Vertigo, I do Vertigo, lovely. I do like that you love the camera work. We put a lot of work and passion to make this happen and looking good for you guys. But of course, that's not all that there's to it. Of course, tactic-wise, it's complex, and it's many times the deciding factor between a fight. But by the way, guys, we are taking round 1 tab view while we wait for the fuel economy game to play out. So just for you to check, okay? I'm just giving a live coverage of right now of what the situation. We can see that Merlin, Angels 28, is trading out there. It does seem to me that PT and Ouch have decided to start committing into the situation to Marlin finally. So we might get to see something happen over here, okay? So I'll be checking the situation with PT, Ouch and Marlin. In fact, let me try to do a thing. Okay, so now we have the live coverage. Oh, wait, no, this is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So now we have the live coverage on the left camera, okay? Left camera is live coverage, so we can see the fuel games as they are being played, and then we can do the review analysis of the tab view as we speak, okay? So we can see, of course, that was the first missile launch. I think Tiomo was the first casualty here when he was defending this missile. Let me check. Yes, he... No! Oh freaking gosh, that's a close call for sure. You can see that 120 doing stupid things. Very close one, just overtaking Tiomo in the last moment. So Tiomo was almost killed up to from the start of the fight. But he did manage to kill Math, as we can see here. Let me try to get this sorted out. That's from Tiomo. That's 9 miles out Fox 3 onto Math. Math didn't saw the missile coming his way and starting defending way too low, and therefore he takes the kill. And therefore Tiomo takes the first casualty of the fight and put 107th in advantage. Finish send down range by Merlin. And by the way, guys, regarding the tactics, you can see that, as mentioned, 107 decided to go, okay, let's spade the first missile, and then we'll commit the second group into the fight. 36 in this case decided, okay, let us make this 16 that we have on top during the fight afterwards, and have the Tomcat sending missiles from the side, trying to push these guys into the 18s. I think that was the play for them though. But still didn't play out as they think, as far as we can see. So that's why they decided to go, okay, Tiomo, who seems to be more comfortable into the close fight, decided to go close by, taking some Fox 3s away from 36, and of course takes the first kill. And then he gets back out, and then the second line, the first line from 107 gets back into the play. And you can see here that 36 having one casualty gets back and reunites with Merlin, and gets the 16 back into play. So you can see that tactics is a very neat thing to really watch and see and decide, because you can see that right now PT is putting pressure into Ghost over here, and Granite putting pressure into these three groups. So right now one single element from 107 is putting pressure into the entire team of 36 right now. So as I was saying on chat right now, we are just checking the round 1 on Typhoon right camera, okay? While we have live on the left camera the fuel games. But still, PT seems that have not lost hope and is just tracking into Merlin. So I do think that we are going to see PT as it is right now. Yeah, PT is going to be attacking Merlin for sure. So let me try to write on camera with PT. He just having Merlin on right up there. So I think we are going to see PT doing a Fox 3 on Merlin just a few moments ago. So let me try to get type view back live right now. Okay, there we go. Merlin coming in hot. Yeah, I think they are going in for a trade though. Fox 1 from Merlin. And Fox 2 from PT. We are riding with both cameras. So we are seeing right now missiles coming down range. We have on the left we have PT for 107 going for the match with Merlin with the Tomcat. And by the way, Ouch is out of the fight, so that's why I'm getting both cameras on both guys, okay? Yeah, for you to know, Ouch is entirely out of the fight right now, so that's why we are going to be enjoying this Fox 2 onto PT, but still missing Merlin. Wiggling the airplanes, trying to get the Tomcat back into a good positioning, back into PT. PT burning through fuel. Okay, Merlin is taking a better position, but still he's down to one Fox 1 as far as I can see. And of course, PT is still having a Fox 3. Why did he not shoot the Fox 3 before and shot a Fox 2? That's going to be an interesting one. So Merlin sending a Fox 1 into Ouch. So I'm changing camera for a sec. Merlin Fox 1 into Ouch, trying to make some space for himself. You can see that he's trying to get back still on to Ouch, but that might not be the play there. We'll see how it plays out. Still, Merlin is being pursued heavily by PT. Okay, there he comes, the Fox 3 from PT, and that's the kill. Finally, we have the last kill of the fight. Oh freaking gosh. Oh freaking gosh. Finally, fuel games are off, and it has finished with a nice top fight. But still, it is interesting for me to really understand why did PT not shoot the Fox 3 from the start when he had the opportunity to do so. Okay guys, so that's it. So that's round 1. Of course, we now need to see both, at least one of the guys from 107th arriving into the friendly airport. But up to that point, we can now go check type view comfortably and have a good analysis of the fight up to this point, while we wait for both of them to arrive back into Lavan Island. So now I was just answering things on chat, sorry guys. So I'm going to go now and analyze the tab view of this round 1 as we were doing before. Because now, realistically, the round has ended and you are just waiting for 107 and see if they do manage to get back alive. Sorry. So we were checking these Phoenix as we were mentioning before. At 120, trying to push into Tiomo. Tiomo defended almost on the nickel time, was very close by. Mav takes the first kill. So Tiomo takes the first kill, and Mav is the first casualty of the fight. Tiomo, they are just going out cold. Second line of 107th coming into the fight once again. Okay, so far so good. You can see that both elements from 36 are being pushed by the Fox 3s from 107th. And in the northern area, we have one more casualty, Granite. Let me do a bit of zoom here. Granite exchanging missiles between him and 36. He exchanged a missile between him and Kevin. Kevin sending a Fox 3 later, but you can see here that Kevin is at Mach 1.1 and Granite 0.887. Even he's higher, he's slower. And that missile sent down range that far away is going to burn through way more energy. And also Kevin is turning out cold way faster. That's why this missile goes active and takes granite there. So you can see this, the small decisions are what matters to make things happen in these kind of situations. Of course, guys, do remember that you have a delay stream, so I will be answering your things on chat by voice later than you are writing them on chat. So remember that. And of course, do grab your beers. Beers are mandatory when you are watching any stream whatsoever. And also when you are having this kind of tournament. And of course, here you can see that these guys, this shows here the experience. You can see that 107th do put some pressure here, but they don't have the. But once they are trying to commit once again to the fight, these two guys are too far away to really being put into pressure. And these guys, they managed to take down one of the elements from 107, sorry, have enough ace spade to come back into the fight. So really long range missile being shot here by Drigo towards guns, towards Ouch, who did manage to defend that one. And Tiomo, who almost got sniped out of the sky by that 120. That was a close one. Let me try. New keyboard, still playing mini games. Okay, that was still far away enough missile to be comfortable. But Falcon here, I think that was the next casualty. Yes. So we can see here Tiomo sniping Falcon when he was going out to the notch, 11 miles out shot. And that's because you can see that Tiomo here has an NGS 21 Mach 1, so he's having enough airspeed to really do something here. And that's why we saw that his missile did arrive into Falcon, who was a bit too slow and didn't go out cold. If this situation Falcon went out cold and not for the notch, then he will be alive up to this moment. So let me check who was the next casualty of the fight. One more finishes being launched, no legs. One more 20 towards landslide. I think that one did have legs. Let me check if I can. Yes, that was the next kill. Okay, so this goes with a 24 miles out shot at Mach 1 towards Let's Linger, who was notching and then turning out hot. Of course, that's the thing. Many times you have to be aware of who's committing, because in this situation, ideally, it would have been better for 107th to say, okay, Let's Linger will have turned out cold and Ouch to commit out hot. Of course, hindsight 2020, we are talking from the future, so it's easier for us. But still, you can see here that Let's Linger is notching the Phoenixes, trying to be sure that he's not being shot, and goes with very good decision making here, knowing that the Phoenix is, at least I hope that he knows that the Phoenix is being sent down range, goes putting a 120 into one Let's Linger, and luckily for him, Let's Linger gets the radar warning alert way too late and takes the kill. Okay, so let's keep on checking. By the way, just for you to know, I'm going just to do a fast checkup. Just for you to know, both airplanes from 107 are chilling out there. They are just around. Let me check for you. 35 miles out, so this should be not a problem for them to arrive. As you can see, they are starting to lower and going down, so we should be able to see them landing in just a few moments. So I do think that we are not going to have any problem whatsoever seeing them landing today. Yeah, for you to know, okay? So I'm pretty sure this is going to be victory for freaking gosh. No, not this. What's going on with my keyboard once again? Okay, no, not that. I want to do this and this and then this. Okay. So I don't think it's going to be any problem for them to land, okay? But in the meantime, we can keep on checking the situation right here. So we can mention Rigo was the next casualty. And so far so good for this situation. Oh wait, but Gunsmoke was also a casualty. I think that Gunsmoke was sniped out of the sky from beyond the grave. No, Ghost managed to take him out. So Ghost doing a 14 miles out shot into Gunsmoke. But because he's just just remembered, guys, that the RWR doesn't cover up upwards to your airplane, no, neither downwards. So when he's down in this position, and when he's down in this position, his belly is looking towards the 120, and therefore he doesn't know he's being Fox 3 until this point, okay? Not here, not here, not here. Only up to this point he knows. You can see he starts to chaff and flare. That's only when he knows that he's being Fox 3. And of course 120 coming his way and takes the kill. It's a very nice shot there. So let us keep on watching and see what else we have on this fight. So this is the time when we were down 3 against 3. So misses coming left and right, both teams defending more than well enough. So far so good. Okay, this is the situation. I do remember that Ouch here was the next casualty. I do remember here. Because he did send a Fox 1 into Kevin, who did a Fox 3 11 miles out. Oh no, sorry, he did not get killed. But still, you can see the Fox 1s do need to guide them all the way into the target. And Kevin have a Fox 3 sent down onto Ouch, has the better positioning. And that's why Kevin could and did push hard here. Sending a 120 toward PT. Who did take the kill? No, he did manage to defend that one. But still you can see now 107, both Ouch and Tiomo have enough airspace to commit. Merlin, we saw he was going for the fuel game from that moment. So Fox 1 from Ghost trying to arrive, but of course Ghost gets taken out of the sky with that long range Fox 3. Long range being 9 miles out. Of course, usually when you are this close, you don't want to be Angels 27. You want to be Angels 10 to 15, more or less. That's roughly where Tiomo was, because that gives you enough space to really go split test and go back and defend any missile coming your way or notch to the ground without any problem. And when you are this high, you can see that Ghost is too high to really be able to defend that 120. So that's why when you are this close, you need to be way closer to the ground if you want to survive. But still, update for you guys. Both airplanes are still up and running. They are seeing right now the Lava Island on their sides, so they are going to be landing rather sooner than later. So this looks like both are going to be landing for today's match. That's awesome. So of course, let me try to end up the tab analysis for you guys, and then we can be going for them landing, as there's not much to see. So we saw this kill. Here we see also PT Fox 3 into Kevin. This is a very close missile sent down range, and PT taking out the Sky Tiomo. And now that's when we were down about 1 against 2 in this situation. So I'm going to skip this up to here. That's with what we were watching before. So you can see that Fox 1 from Merlin into PT sending both Fox 2 missiles, but those flares do work, and then going for the... But wait, I think it's going to be more interesting this part, guys. They do deserve it. So both of them are just going for the overhead pattern. So both of them feel very comfortable with their fuel management so far. So it does seem to me that it's not going to be any problem whatsoever for them to really go down to Davan Island and declare themselves victor this round 1. So of course we have on camera right now the 16, and let me try to get some camera the 18 so we can get both of them on camera as they are arriving. Here. Okay. We try to fix this little issue of the cameras as per usual. This freaking new keyboard. I love it I love it, but sometimes it's a bit hard to really manage. Okay. Oh freaking gosh, come on, you can make it the elevator. I know you can, I know you can. Okay, let me try to do... Okay, now we have on final approach, we are going to have the Hornet. So now we have on final approach, we have the Hornet coming in hot. And once he's down on the ground, we'll be having them the victor of this round 1. Long round for sure, very long run. Very long round, sorry, for sure. But still, a very well deserved victory for 107, sorry. So as per usual, once we have Ouch, in this case, down in the ground, landed and under control, this will be the victory for 107 this round 1. And it's under control. Remember guys, there is wind, crosswind many times out there, so things can go south for them. We can see he's trying to have the airplane under control as he's skidding all along the place. But so far so good, and also we have landing just from behind PT with the 16. And it looks to me that both are, yeah, that's opponent under control. And guys, this is going to be the victory for round 1 for this probably fight between 107th JAS and 36 Stormo Virtuali. So guys, we are going to be restarting the server. So stay tuned as we get back ready into round 2 for this fight between 107th and 36 Stormo Virtuali. See you back in a few moments. Guys, we are now once again live as we are seeing both teams starting to get ready for this second round between 107 JAS and 36 Storm Virtuali. Because now we have on left camera, as you can see, we have our good friends and victors of round 1 of this fight, 107 JAS, and now in right camera we have 36 Storm Virtuali, who we saw that decided to go with the Hornet, having a fuel economy game, trying to win. So of course, having one of the for 36 Storm Virtuali coming back into making him wait out away, making sure that he was going for the fuel game. But still, that kind of decision making for a team is vital to really make sure that the game you win or not. It's usually, and I mean usually, it's not a good call trying to go for the fuel game, but still it can play out. And we saw that in this situation, Storm Virtuali decided, okay guys, we have went way too much with the fuel economy game, thus we are not going to keep on going for that, and decided to go for the fight. And maybe, just maybe, but we cannot know ourselves up to this point. But maybe, well, we know the results, of course, that it was too late to really come back into a fight, and those Fox 2 did not connect, neither for the Tomcat, neither for the 16, and thus it was a tight position for them. But still, usually what we always say in this WW, and I think that's the correct way to thinking about these kind of situations, you've lost the fight way before that point. So it's not as if they've lost the fight 36 Storm Virtuali because they just because of the merge with the Tomcat and such, but they lost way before that. So that's a very well manner of thinking about how things go, how you do fight and how you interpret the fight, because that means that you have to really get your act together before you arrive into that kind of situations, because it's only then when you are up into a very tight spot, as we saw, that you have to really start to play mind games, and not mind games were being played that much in this round 1, but still we saw that the real economy game was trying to be played out afterwards and didn't pay it out for 36 Storm Virtuali. But still a very interesting fight. We've seen so many missiles connecting, and that's something that is not usually seen. If you were yesterday doing the stream that we have ETF against SPQR, which by the way are one of the best teams out there, more so for this tournament, you have seen that they do notch left and right like a madman, that they are, and that's something that is that shows that missiles not always have to connect to really. You count on the missile not connecting many times. It's not so often missiles do connect when you have top teams playing. Of course, that doesn't mean that these guys are top dogs. What is the contrary top dogs? I don't know myself, but still, these guys do know what they are doing. But still, you can see that they still need a bit more polishing around the edges to really be one of the top players out there. But still, we are seeing a very leveled out match, which is something that I do think that's one of the best things we can see out here. Like, come on guys, you can tell me, and you know already, that when there is no level, when the fights are not really level between them, it's not as fun to watch. At least for me, and I think I'm talking for all of you guys for sure. Because we can also use this opportunity to do a bit of a checkup of the skins once again. So for Storm Virtuali, you can see this beautiful Tomcat with the pilot just tinkering around the cockpit, trying to be sure that everything is up and dandy and working for this fight. Of course, we were mentioned on chat by Loftik that this skin, this camouflage, this color was meant to be similar to another one from, I don't recall right now, my memory is so freaking bad. Still, Lostwith, if you are still on chat, that would be awesome if you do give a shout out to what's behind the theme of this Hornet. This Hornet, freaking gosh, this Tomcat. Of course, with the 36 Stormo Virtuali logo out there. Of course, let's go and watch once again this beautiful, beautiful dark livery for the Viper. I really dig out the tail art, like really. I mean, even the numbers are put in a way that they have a bit of 3D aspect to them, and that shows that they put a lot of attention and detail into the skins. And that tail itself. Oh, come on! You are changing it down now. Well, now you are enjoying another different skin altogether. One more? Okay, you are going to go to show us all the skins? It does seem so. Well, I think then I can show you all the skins on the wall for 36 Stormo Virtuali without moving the camera. Now, of course, he's just rearming and getting ready. So, of course, now we have seen all the different skins all together with a different work art, more colorful art, of course, more standard colors for the 16. But nevertheless, exactly with the same Viper design there. This time not rocking the Dark Viper, but rocking a more standard Viper for both of them, by the way. And in this case, we have... There should be a couple of different for 26 now. Huh. Interesting. Of course, now we have the other Viper. Gianfoni Paolo, Capoccia Fabio, which are Italian names, which I cannot pronounce myself. Okay, Lord, we were just mentioning just that we are going to have different skins all together. So we were just in the nick of time for that. And of course, this beautiful, beautiful lady with the archer. Will it be this airplane who will be taking the long-range kills? Will it be it or not? I want your guesses. And of course, guys, poll for you, which I so far haven't done any poll for today's fight. Let me know your thoughts on who you think will be winning this round 2. Round 2 victor. There we are seeing right now the Hornets from 107 starting to roll out. Let's try to do this like this for a sec. But this camera is a beautiful camera for readers to watch. While I get the poll ready for you guys. So guys, there you go, a poll. I want to know who do you think will be round 2 victor? Will it be 107? Or will it be 36 Stormo Virtuali? What are your thoughts, gents? And there you go. So by the way, you can see that the Desert skin is inspired from the Desert Storm Tornado for the 14s, the Tomcat for the 36 Stormo Virtuali. By the way, just so you to know. And of course, while we wait for the rest of the team from 107 to roll out, let me finish out presenting the skins for 107, sorry, for 36 Stormo Virtuali, as we were watching. So now we have two more different skins. The 66, the Viper we saw before. Of course, the Hornets are rocking a totally different skin altogether. These guys are really showcasing their skins today. I really want to look good on camera. Ultima Diana, okay, so this skin that we have on camera, this is the commemorative Ultima Diana commemorative skin. That's awesome. Well, that's what you get when you... That kind of information is something that you get when you have the team here on chat. Of course, those are players that are not flying today, so bear with us, not going to be any problem whatsoever. The last flight of an Italian F-16, I didn't know that Italy had 16s flying though. That I didn't know, really. I don't even know what airplanes do Italy fly. And I really mean it, I don't even know myself. The Artemis Roman Goddess of Hunt. You the guys from 36 Stormo Virtuali will be very good friends with SPQR because they do love their ROM. It's the ROM. SPQR stands for what was it? It was for the Roman and the Romance Empire, something like that. I don't recall myself right now that much, but still, the name of the entire team just standing for the Roman Empire and such. So you will be having a lot of fun with them, for sure. So 107th lining up. Let me try to get the camera a bit better for them to check it, to showcase the skins. So 107 skins are the same as before. Very beautiful dark skin for the Hornet, carrying exactly the same TGP as before. But to check the long range skin, the long range missiles, same long range, most of the Phoenixes. The Viper here, carrying this beautiful skin. And of course, those are of course. Oh wait. Yes, we are having the two other Hornets up here, carrying exactly the same dark skin as before. So guys, the teams are almost ready. Let me check. Yes, teams are almost ready. So we are just waiting for 107 to call ready, and then we'll be starting round 2 of this fight. And of course, guys, you do have a poll out there to decide who you think will be the victor of this round 2 fight between 107 and 36 Storm Virtually. And I want to know your thoughts for sure. Oops, no chat there for you guys. But we are just waiting for them to call out ready, and then we'll be starting, by the way. There you go, cameras are looking good. I don't like this angle, I want this other angle. So we have the same angle between, yeah, a bit better. A tad better. So we are just waiting for 107 to call out ready, and then we'll be starting. Now a score, yeah, for you to know, you didn't know before. Both teams have changed sides. Now we have 36 coming in from Laban Island, and then 107th taking off from Fujairah International. So of course every round teams do change sides, and for those of you who doesn't know much still about DCS, as in what are the rule sets, I'm just going for the FT map for you for a sec, guys, because you can see that this bubble out here that we have, these rings here, that's the combat area. Once teams do get inside the combat area, then you have to kill the enemy team and then get into your own base. So for example, 36 Storm Virtual, you have to go in, kill, and then go back. Either that or get inside the bubble and then hold out there for 5 minutes. And even if there are members from 107 still alive out of the bubble, they hold out 5 minutes inside this combat area, then they are allowed to go back and land into their friendly airbase, by the way. So now you know. So we are just waiting for 107 to go out ready. And they should be ready, almost ready at least. And we are seeing all of them up in runway. Oh freaking gosh. You are banned, Sal, whatever. How can I ban you out though? Let me check. Ban. Okay, perfect. Okay, 107 is saying that the crew chief rank, ground crew issue, NETASEC. Okay, so of course, problems do arise and things happen. Nevertheless, they are double checking, and that's why you always double check your weapons before taking off. Okay, teams are coming ready. Now we are going for the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Round 2 is live, gents. And of course, I want to know your votes on who you think will win. So far we have 3 votes in favor of 107th and 1 vote in favor of 36 Storm Virtually. You still have a few more minutes to vote, and we will be able to know who you think will win. So once again, 107th JAS taking off 2 elements from front, and 36 Storm Virtually seems that they are going in for all of them taking off as soon as possible. So it seems that it's going to be played out initially similarly to the round 1. And of course, a shout out now that we have a bit more time for Northic, Speed Demon, Salty Dog Ouch, and L737RS for the follows. Thank you all and welcome. on board. So we are just having the teams taking off, and then we will be checking once again the guys up in the air with the back view. That, of course, look at those bats. Beautiful bats for sure. I mean, who wouldn't like these kind of bats themselves? Come on, we love them. We know that you love them. I'm also when they are looking as good as they are looking, these two teams with those beautiful skins. But it does seem to me that we are going to have all the airplanes up in the air today very, very, very soon, and that's something I do really like seeing. So of course that means that we are going to go and start checking the teams ourselves. So let me start with 107, for example. Let me try to get cameras ready for them. 107. Here. So, rocking the 18, leading information, Granite. Carrying the design 3 fuel tank. It seems that they have decided this time to go for more fuel economy in case more fuel games are being played. They've learned their lessons. Oh freaking gosh. Of course, not only that, but Granite carrying the... I think he doesn't know that he has the air brakes out. And I cannot say anything for that, I'm afraid. Should I? Can I? I'm going to do so. I'm going to do so because that's a small issue and this is to be solved. Nothing, that's not a big of a deal, and I think that's something that should be said. Okay, now also on camera we're going to have the other 16 Let's Linger carrying the 16, the 2 fuel tanks as before, so these guys are just going for more or less exactly the same thing as before. And also we are going to see the other 16, which is PT, freaking gosh, PT, how do you pronounce that? PT? No, I cannot pronounce that one for sure. For reals, I cannot do so. PT carry the 2 fuel tanks, 4 Fox 3s and 2 heaters as you should be. And I know I'm missing someone else. Ouch, yes, ouch. We have Ouch carrying the Tomcat with 2 fuel tanks, PGP once again, and all the armors of the wall that can be carried, and the 2 heaters and 2 Fox 1s. I think I'm missing someone though. Am I missing Let's Linger maybe? I think I am missing Let's Linger 2%, carrying the 2 fuel tanks. Because we did check that Granite was carrying the 3 fuel tanks. By the way, you guys think that 107th AAS will win round 2? We'll see, we'll see. Things are very leveled out for both teams. So I do think that this could go either way, by the way. I do think so. If 36 Storm Virtuali change tactics and go with a more aggressive approach and defense a bit better than missiles, they can win for sure. They can for sure. But of course, 107th, they did go for that more passive approach. But if they are a bit more aggressive, I think they are going to be for sure winning. PT. Okay, PT, that's the pronunciation. PT. Okay, perfect. Now I know a bit more Italian. So of course, guys, let us go now and check the 36 Storm Virtuali. So now we have on camera the formation of the two Hornets. No, freaking gosh, the 2 Vipers. Falcon leading the fight with the 3 fuel tanks and the same as Rigo, with his own to his left, carrying the same configuration with 3 fuel tanks. And of course 4 Fox 3s and 2 heaters as per usual. Now we are going to ride with the... Come on, don't fret too much, computer myself. Come back to life. There you go. So now we are carrying, now we are watching right now on camera Merlin carrying the Tomcat with, of course, the 4 Phoenixes, 2 Fox 1s, 2 heaters and fuel tanks as per usual. Okay, that's tag view by the way, but I'm going to mention this one out once again. By the way, just for this is not So L1037 is relatively new. That's awesome. The more the merrier, of course. Of course, the right camera is TagView, which is one of the sponsors of this tournament. Okay, guys. So be sure to check the TagView. Also, we will be seeing more often than not later on during the tournament. We'll be seeing. Hey, wait, I didn't want to get into him. I wanted to go into Kevin. Sorry. We'll be seeing later on the use of Lot ATC, which is one of the other sponsors of today's tournament. That's SATAC 2021. And of course, also as sponsors, we have DCS Eagle Dynamics themselves. Also, we have Raspam, we have Magnitude 3, and we have Hitler. So we have the top dogs from the DCS themselves. We have them running out here with us. So of course, Kevin on camera rocking this ceremonial with a beautiful tire art. The last 16 that was used in Italy. So now of course we are going to go with Ghost. We have who now we have on camera. Now it's working. Ghost with the Hornet and Muff with the other Hornet who we have up to his right, a bit more far away. Still, you can see that these guys are up in the air quite high. It seems to me that they are going for a different approach. You can see that right now Drigo and Falcon are going up front, Mach 0.8, Angels 28. So these guys seems that they're going to follow a different approach, but still Merlin seems to be going for a right crank and trying to send downrange missiles towards 107th, doing a crank shot as before. Okay, so of course I was just checking with the tab view thingy that was being asked, so for you all to know. Oh, this has an interesting information. Let me try to fix this a little up. There you go. So we can see right now this is a very entirely different approach for 107th. They are going for two guys up front. This is interesting for sure. They are going for a very different approach. They're having Let's Linger and Gunsmoke up in front. Angels 34 and 31 respectively, just shying away up on the clouds, as we can see right now. Let's Linger on camera, just flying up in the air with this high density cover of this area. Give me a sec, I check answer on chat. Okay, by the way guys, the scheme for the tab view, that's something I did myself. You can download it yourself if you want, okay? That's available on the download site from Eagle Dynamics itself. You can look on the website and you can download the tab view scheme for both from the Caucasus, Persian Gulf and Syria. So it's free for you all to download and use if you want to. So going back to the formation flying, you can see that Let's Linger and Gunsmoke are up front, being followed by Deomo and Granite, and PT being the second line of approach, and having a third line of approach up back in the air. So this is going to be interesting because this kind of formation I haven't seen it before. So I do think that Gunsmoke and Let's Linger are going to be baiting 36 Stormobile missiles out, and then afterwards it will be seeing this second line formation committing, and afterwards Ouch committing, and therefore they are trying. I think they are trying to go with a 3 airplane grinder, and that way they try to put more pressure into the lines of 36 Stormobile. We'll see, because that might pay off. I don't know how it will play off, but still, we'll see. As before, 36 Stormobile, we can see that they are going, most of them up in the middle. The two 16s going for the right northern flank, their left flank, and the Tomcat itself alone going for the right flank. So of course, now we are just waiting for things to happen. We can see that from Ouch, which is the farthest one, mid-measure from here. So we are just at 44 miles out to start the fight. So I do think that's we are going to be seeing Fox 3 being sent downrange soon enough as we are approaching the start of the fight. Of course, we all know that the Tomcat can shoot farther away than anyone else, and that's why we are seeing Merlin at Angel 38, Mach 0.8. But still, I think that we are going to see the first missile sent down range, but either Kevin or Falcon. That's my guesses, because we can see that right now. Yes, you can see Rigo sending a Fox 3 into Gunsmoke, maybe? That's too far away, though. That's way too far away. And more so being a crankshot, that means that missile has to turn around and waste a lot of energy to really connect into Gunsmoke. So that missile, I am 100% sure, is not even going to connect, though. So nothing to be really concerned about. I'm afraid so. But still, it was right with Gunsmoke, as you can see, he's just going for the notch. Very calmly going for the notch, being sure that missile do not connect, do not arrive. So that should not be any problem whatsoever. You can see that even that 120 is still going Mach 2.5, he is burning through energy, and it's not going to connect at all. But still, Kevin is going Mach 1.3, Angel 31, and it seems to me that Tiomo is going to be the next one being shot at. So it seems to me that 36 is going for a more aggressive approach for this round 2. It seems so. You can see now Falcon going for the notch preemptively. Rigo still pushing. Rigo's second, fourth, 3. Rigo's running through missile down very fast. He'll finish sent down range by Merlin towards Tiomo. Let me try to... Tiomo, who we have from camera right now. Still, Phoenix seems to be tracking. Still. And if he tracks, it's going to be an interesting one to watch. Because, of course, Phoenix is... Yeah, it's tracking. You can see on camera that Phoenix is twitching around. No, it's not tracking. Oh, that missile is not tracking. Still, things are starting to happen. We have fight between Kevin and Let's Linger. Then he tried to ride with Let's Linger. We have him on camera. Defending vertically as 120 goes his way. This might get the first kill of the fight. And that missile still have legs to connect. Will it connect? Kevin defending and manage. Oh, takes the hill. That Linger takes the first casualty. So Let's Linger taking the first kill of the fight. Now we have a 5-on-4, sorry, a 6-on-4, 6-on-5 situation on favor of 107th. So starting the fight very well for 107th. Now we have on camera Let's Linger. We're not call. So far, no problem whatsoever. That Phoenix is not going to track, so nothing to be worried about. 120 towards Mav. We're still far away, should not be a problem whatsoever. Okay, but nevertheless, 36 Squadron are pushing hard into 107th line. So PT 120 into Falcon. Let me ride, but he's being Fox 3 by Drigo right now. So let me ride with PT, as I think he's the one who has the biggest chance of being Fox taken out of commission from the air right now. So of course he's now defending as he gets the alarm, the radar warning alarm. Going for defensive maneuvering. Oh wait. Ouch! For a wall of pain there, maybe. Ouch is taken out of the air. I missed that one. Oh freaking gosh. Ouch is taken out of the air. 107th is being taken care, is being shot down, one of the members. Now we have also PT once again on camera as he's trying to defend a missile. He seems to be able to defend around the missile, so that's not going to be a problem. Now we have on camera Mav, Ghost, Merlin, Falcon and Rigo for 36 against Tiomo, PT, Let's Linger, Granite and Gunsmoke. So still we have for a long way to go. But still we are on a 5-on-5 situation. Missiles coming down range from Let's Linger and Gunsmoke toward Rigo, who we have now on camera defending vertically. And he's down to 1 Fox 3 already. He's been running through missiles very fast, and now he's being pushed very hard. Now PT against Falcon, as we can see right now. Let me try to get a better camera angle for you guys. Yeah, that should be better. So Rigo is going to around the missiles, that's not going to be any problem whatsoever. But what is going to be more interesting is going to be Let's Linger. Let's Linger has managed to defend that missile, okay. Rigo's managed to defend that one. Falcon has managed. So Falcon is out of the sky, is well Thiomo seems to be defending. No, without them. No, Thiomo might get killed though. Let me check. Okay, Thiomo has managed to defend that missile just in the nick of time, so perfect for him. Mav is out perfectly fine. Missile down to the water. That's Linger okay. PT okay. Granite okay. Gunsmoke is way out here okay. So far so good. Nothing to be really concerned about. But still, this fight is different. They are doing differently. Mav is now trying to defend the missiles. They're out there. But still, he's now good positioning. PT Fox 3 into Falcon. Falcon Fox 3 into Granite. Let me ride with Falcon on camera. Falcon on camera, defending vertically as hard as he can. Granite might get killed. Granite on camera right now. Granite is taken out of the sky by Falcon. That 120 is going for Drigo. Therefore, now we have, for 107, we have a 4-on-5 situation. 4-on-5 situation in favor of 36 Stormo Virtuali. So we'll see how it goes. So far, it's been way more interesting fight compared to round 1 so far. And it does seem to me that it's going to be a very interesting one for sure. Still, Gunsmoke is chilling out there. I'm very curious to know what's going on behind his thoughts, being out there, just chilling out there. But still, Tomcat from the Merlin carrying with the Tomcat is still better goes again. Let's Linger going into a fight there, but that's going a very close one. Let us ride with Let's Linger. Let's Linger going over Mach 1, trying to defend that missile as he's coming his way. Let's Linger. Still, that 120 still have legs. Might connect though. It might connect though. Yeah, it's connecting. Let's Linger has taken it out of the sky. We have only 2 members remaining from 107th against Ghost, Falcon, Vigo, Mav, and Merlin. So 107th are taking a heavy pummeling here, I'm afraid to say. So it does seem to me that we are going to be going for a round 3 fight this time. Merlin might get killed here. Merlin on camera, going vertical to defend that missile, trying to outclimb the missile as we can see right now. And managed to do so. Gunsmoke sending missile left and right, trying to survive the. Oh gosh. Trying to. What the hell? Okay. Oh, we have one more casualty. Sorry, I was clickety-clackety with the keyboard, I'm afraid. But right now we have Timo and PT alone against 5 members from 36. Sorry, 4 members. So PT, let me see if I can get PT on camera. Not that, freaking gosh. PT on camera, just defending, no worries whatsoever, going out vertically. Timo on the out there, let me try to see if I can get him on camera. Timo trying to around and gets killed. So now we are down to 1 sole survivor for 107. Still Falcon trying to defend that missile out there. Falcon managed to defend that missile, so now we are down to 1 sole survivor, 107th. So this is going down. Now we have only. Let me try to ride with on camera with PT, who is carrying only 2 heaters against the world. Now we have PT against Falcon, Vigo, Merlin, and Ghost. We did miss 1 casualty from the 36 side, so we have a 1-on-4 situation. Not a good position to be, of course. And I do think that this is not going to really pay out. I think that this is going to be victory for 36 though. Let's be real. They are in a very good position right now with too many airplanes. But still, let us go check the weapons that they are carrying. So now we have Merlin. Sorry, not Merlin. Who is this? Sorry. Vigo carrying only 1 heater. Falcon, we have on camera, carrying only 2 heaters. Still they are in a good positioning though. Merlin the Tomcat carrying 1 Phoenix, 2 Fox 1, 2 heaters. So very good positioning right now for him. And goes on camera carrying 2 Fox 1s, 2 Fox 2s, 2 Fox 3. So in a very nice position. So far this is going to be it does seem to me this is going to be victory for Tactics Summer Virtuali though. Because PT is trying to around them to get into a good enough positioning, but still I don't think he's going to be able to do so. PT going around the world. Now he's going to be playing the... By the way guys, he's just trying to... As you can see here, he's just trying to around all of them, but still he's not fast enough. He cannot burn through fuel enough to really be able to survive this out. Yo, Wreck Shot in the house, welcome on board my friend. How's it doing? Well, how was the other fight? You were covering the other match before, if I recall correctly. How did it went? Did it went good or not? How did it win? Because I do not know myself. So of course guys, I'd love to know how did the other fights went. I'm checking a few things. Give me a sec. Sorry guys for not talking to you. Nevertheless, we are seeing one of the finishes coming down range. Well, PT, let me ride with PT on camera because it's going to be a bit more interesting. As he's going to be defensively maneuvering against Rigo. So thanks to you from PT to watch Rigo. No, I don't have him on camera. Sorry guys. So right now PT gets taken out of the sky, and thus the victory for Tactics Summer Virtuali. So guys, that's it for Summer Virtuali. Really, this time they come around, put way more pressure than round 1, and definitely has shown that if you put enough pressure, you can win fights. And really, many times it comes down to pressure. Oh no, other match today? Oh no, other match today. I thought you had one today. Well then you are up for a few beers and have enjoyed the show, for sure. Okay guys, so let me check what we have still, because we have lots of weapons being carried still. So on camera we have Ghost, still with 2 Fox 3, 2 Fox 1, 2 heaters, so still with many missiles to be carried around, no problem whatsoever. That's Ghost for you. Now we have Falcon on camera carrying 2 heaters. Falcon carrying 2 heaters, Ghost carrying everything from the wall. Now Rigo on camera carrying nothing at all, so he's down to nothing, as it should be, as I love it, carrying nothing at all because you have used everything. And on camera Merlin carrying only 2 heaters and 2 Fox 1s. So guys, that's going to be all for this round 2, but still, remember, we are going to be analyzing, as we wait the teams to get back into home, we are going to be analyzing this round 1 and check what has been going on and decision being made. But still, guys, give me a sec as I'm going to grab something to drink myself, because I'm really thirsty right now and we are having one more round and therefore we are going to be talking a lot. So right now we are checking the time view as I'm going to go grab something to drink. Sorry. Okay guys, I'm back already. You can see that we are just in the nick of time to watch the first casualty up there, not close to the bullseye, where we have Let's Linger against Kevin out there. And that's a 30 miles out shot, 40 miles out shot towards Kevin. Kevin Fox 3 are still... This is a pity of course, when you are Fox 3 from enemy ones, if you turn towards the missile, then you are in a world of pain. You have to turn away from the missile. Because that kind of things do happen. Mistakes do happen. That's just experience. Yes, the more time you get on fighting, the better you become. That's simple as that. So Kevin, that's why these kind of little mistakes do cost your life. You can see that Kevin did turn towards the enemy and then went vertically defensive, which is correct, but still didn't have enough airspace to really come back away from that fight and survive. So let me check because who's the next casualty. But let's Linger, I do recall that he did manage to outrun the missile. That Phoenix did not track at all. PT here defending perfectly there. Okay, and this is the next casualty. Ouch! For a wall of pain there. With there. 24 miles outshot from Ghost at Mach 1.1. So you can see Ghost here went very high, very fast. Fox 3 into Ouch, and therefore that missile did have enough legs. But the higher you are and the faster you are, those missiles arrive with better energy. You can see here that 120 did not arrive with enough energy to really be able to turn with Ghost going defensively here. So really it's very important to decide at what altitude and speed you are going to commit into the fight. That might signify, you can see the difference between are missiles arriving on target or not. We did saw yesterday in fight between ETF and SPQR that the Eagles, the 15Cs, they were flying at Mach 2, and those missiles were arriving very fast on target, and therefore they need to have more legs than the other teams to really be able to push hard. And that's something very interesting to see and watch. I do love seeing different airplanes being used in these kind of fights. So far you can see teams are defending correctly. This is the time where we had a 5-on-5 situation. Yes, 5-on-5 so far. And next casualty is Granite over here. Granite takes the kill by Falcon. And this is what I was mentioning before, okay? You can see that Granite here against Falcon. Granite is at Angel 26 Mach 1, which is nice, but if you are 20 miles apart, not 10 miles apart. Of course, Falcon being way lower and even slower, he can climb a bit, send a 120, go back defensively. You can see going down below to defend. And that 120, even if Granite tries to defend vertically, he's just turning towards the missile. And we were mentioning before, because this missile is coming from below, you turn down below to defend, then you are turning towards the missile, and then you are having more problems to defend them overall. So that's why when you are this close, it's better to be roughly the same altitude as your opponent, roughly. And that's something that you should take into account when having these kind of encounters. Okay, so now we are down to... I'm missing someone else. Granite. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 on 5. Okay, that's perfect. So what's the next casualty? Let's Linger. Yeah. Okay, this missile is interesting, okay, because you can see that here goes Fox 3 50 miles out into Let's Linger, and this missile usually does not reach because he's fast, okay, but he's not that high, and that missile can be very easily defended if Let's Linger decided just to defend vertically and going out cold, not keep on from the notch. You can see that Let's Linger really, even you can see here, why is not okay here? You can see that he's doing Fox 3. He does Fox 3 onto the enemy target. It preemptively chaffs. Then here, he doesn't know he's being Fox 3 yet, and that's why he's recommitting. Because radar is coming from the top, he doesn't get any alarm whatsoever, and gets taken out of the sky completely. Okay, let us keep on moving forward and check who's the next casualty. I think it was Gunsmoke though. Yeah, Gunsmoke being killed by Rodrigo here. So Rodrigo doing a Fox 3, 50 miles out, high speed, high altitude. And of course, I'm mentioning, you can see that's 50 miles out. Gunsmoke is a high speed, very high, and then he's way too high to defend. That's a problem there, okay? Same as before. Map here, gets taken out of the sky by Gunsmoke, 12 miles out, Box 3 onto him. Of course, that missile have more than enough legs. And PT there managed to defend one. Next casualty is over here. And by the way, oh freaking gosh, we are almost missing this out. So I'm going to put a divided camera right now for a sec. Because we are seeing the members from 56 Summer Virtually landing. Okay guys? So I'm going to get this camera while we get the last analysis of the tabby, okay? So Timo against Falcon here. Falcon with a 50 miles out shot, but Timo will take the kill, and Falcon managed to defend at 120 correctly. We are down to a 4-on-1 up to this point. Gunsmoke, yeah. And now where we saw PT was trying to around them, but no, not it. Okay, like I cannot do anything at all. Tornado thought trying to take one of them with him, but still takes the casualty. Hugo coming in with the 1989 the dash track and takes the kill. And guys, this is going to be the victory for Texas Storm Virtually in this round 2. You can see we have one of the members down in the runway and under control. You can see Vigo taking landing and airplane under control, and therefore this is going to be the victory for round 2 for Storm Virtually. So now we are going for round 3, and that means that teams are going to be the one who wins this round 3 is going to be the victor of the fight, guys. Keep that in mind. So guys, we are going back for a brief pause while we get the server restarted and everything ready, okay guys? So see you back in a few seconds. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, this is a nasty Phoenix, bro. This might be a nasty Phoenix. He's gonna hit this. I see him. This might be a kill here. He's dropped his tanks. Brake left. Oh!
Game over.
Oops, that camera not. Okay, there you go. So of course, guys, we are just waiting for the teams to start practicing and getting ready. So in the meantime, I do prefer to show you something. Oh wait, by the way, before that, let me check the stats for the teams, because I did forget to mention this before. Let me check. This is a fight. This is a Group A fight. We can see that both 107th JAS and 36 Storm Virtuali. Okay, that's incorrectly written there. Nevertheless, both of them have 1 win and 2 losses, and they are up with 2 points in this fight, in this tournament. So this fight will signify who is going to be the third team in points for this group up to this point. And by the way, there are not so many more matches being conducted. I think we are, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Breakshot or Technician, you are over there too. I think we are up to 1 or 2 more weekends in group stage, and then we'll get to the bracket stage. So we are almost up to the end of this first part of the tournament. So guys, be sure that we are going to be having lots of more fun in the bracket stage once we get there, because then we will not have any eggwax whatsoever. We will be having real people managing low ATC. But by the way, I think I can show you. I cannot show you right now. I need to do too many things to really showcase the locked ATC for you. So still, we will be human pilots will be using low ATC, and thus will be seeing no AWACS whatsoever. So airplanes will not be being fed with information from the AI. They will be fed information only by their own radars and by the human AWACS, who will be telling them, okay, you have targets over there, whatnot. So that's going to be interesting for sure. And I'm very curious to see how things are going to be played out there, because things are going to be very different to what we have seen so far once we get into the bracket stage, by the way. So be sure to stay tuned for once we get up there. It's going to be a slugfest for sure. So far, I do not recall which teams so far are going to be getting there. If I recall correctly, it's going to be the top 2 teams from each group who are going to go to the bracket stage. And please chat if you are over there and you know better than myself. Feel free to correct me. I'm happy to be corrected any time of the day and of the week, just for the sake of knowing better what I'm saying. So feel free to say anything you want on chat anytime. But still, we are going for a round 3 fight. Oh, by the way, I'm going to say it once again. I'm going to say once again a big shout out to Breakshot, who is one of the team of the organizers behind today's tournament. So be sure to hit his channel up if you want to see more fights for this SATAC 2021 coming in hot, because we are 3 streamers covering all the time tournaments. Of course, Kebab is also one of the other streamers that we don't have today, is not available sadly. So we all will be enjoying myself today covering this match. Of course, this seems to me that this round 3 is going to be starting way sooner. And of course, remember guys, this is round 3. The winner takes it all. And now, both teams are in for a treat. The winner of this fight takes it all. And I'm curious to see, and that's something we can ask them afterwards during the interview, how they are feeling in this moment. Because remember guys, when you are in a round 3 and everything is down to 1 round, you don't have any leeway. Every little mistake counts, and therefore it's of the utmost importance that you don't make mistakes. Realistically, the team that does less mistakes is the one who wins. So we'll see how it goes though. We'll see how it goes. Round 3 is going to be live in just a second. We are just waiting for the teams to confirm that they are ready. And of course, Send G1 to lend it your way. Said Breakshot. Well, I'll be sure to do so any time of the way. Any time of the day you want, mate. Okay, 36 is ready in 30 seconds. And therefore we will see 107 ready in just a few moments. And you can see on the left camera, by the way, that they... Okay, 107 is ready. So that's who we have on left camera. The way you can see there, left camera, the direction of the wind. So they have a huge and heavy crosswind, and they're going to be suffering while taking off and taking down if they do arrive back home. That's something to really take into account. Okay, both teams are ready. Okay, so we are going for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Round 3, this fight between 107th and 36 Stormo Virtuale is alive, gents. Let's go. Let's see who's going to be the victor of today's fight. And I'm just letting you enjoy the sounds from Echo One-Liner, by the way. Beautiful sounds for beautiful airplanes. Okay, so far 36 Stormo Virtuale are up in the air. Yes, that's Hornet taking off, as we can see. So then we can start checking the tab view, and then starting once again doing a roundup of who's who, what's carrying what, and who's where. So of course, let us start with 36 Stormo Virtuale, as I get camera ready on them. So 36 Stormo Virtuale, Falcon on camera, rocking the 16 with the 3 fuel tanks this time. It does seem that they are going once again, being sure that they have enough fuel economy for in case this does go forward too much. And once again, rocking this entirely different skin. Come on, do these guys always change skins every time? No, wait, no, yeah, this is, they didn't know. The Splinter skin was for the other team. Oh freaking gosh, these guys have skin for every occasion. What the hell? I'll try to showcase a bit more of them later on. Yeah, but come on, we have all the skin on the walls. So now we have another skin for the Tomcat. For oh freaking gosh, Merlin rocking out a different skin altogether with a more standard common approach, because they are just in the clouds, so it's going to be hard for really enjoy the skins being carried by this team. But still, now we are going to see Regal also on camera carrying the other 16. Now we can see better the Splinter camouflage that is being carried upon them. Of course, that's not all, but the 18s, now we have on camera Ghost carrying the Splinter, this Winter Splinter camouflage. And then we are going to watch also Math on camera. Give me a sec. Math is over here. Math on camera right now, rocking also the same camouflage as Ghost. And we are just missing Kevin, if I recall correctly. Yes, Kevin to be showcased over here. Kevin. Oh, sorry, that's not Kevin, but still, now you can see better the Tomcat camouflage that we were not able to see that well before. Does he have a gray? Yeah, I don't think that this grayish, darkish color has a green tint to it. Huh. Interesting camouflage for sure. Still, let me showcase the last member, Kevin, this time correctly. Kevin on camera, rocking also the 16 with the Splinter camouflage. As we have in front of him, the horn is taking out of the sky way high as much as possible. to be sure that they are in the best position possible to start the fight on the next this round 3. So of course, now we have to go present once again the team members from 107th, and we are going to be starting with Gunslinger. Change there. Let's Linger, sorry, butchering names as per usual, cannot fail. The Winter Splinter. That goes with a rhythm for sure. So now we have on camera Let's Linger carrying also the 2 fuel tanks as before. Let me double check the rest of the guys. Granite, who we've seen he was doing a very well, having a very well played round before. Granite with the 18 right now carrying the DGP on the center bay. To the right of the formation we had Gunsmoke with the 16 carrying the other 16. And BT right now on camera carrying the other 16 too, as per usual. Oh, this time they are carrying 3 fuel tanks. I think this is different from before though. That's interesting for sure. Yeah, they are carrying 3 fuel tanks. Before they were not carrying 3 fuel tanks. That means that they are expecting to be going for a long round. So they are preparing for a long fight. Diomo also with the 3 fuel tanks on camera right now, as we can see. And ouch! With the last Hornet carrying also the DGB on the center bay. Of course, Lofdik is one of the members from 36 Squadron, 36 Storm Virtually, and as she tells me, I know for sure how much that skin pack weight. I think it was like 1.3 gigabytes, so a lot. Let's just say a lot. Okay, let me fix this as per usual. There you go. So then right now we can see 107th just for the same formation as before. 3 airplanes on the front, it being 2 18s and 1 16, 2 16s on the middle and 1 18 on the back, just being sure that they can for sure drive the missiles out of the 36 Storm Virtually formation. And for the other side, once again we are seeing the 2 16s going in close formation, them being Frigo and Falcon, that's correct. Up in front, information we can see right now, being followed by Merlin, Kevin, Ghost, and Muff. Oh, no music? Let me fix that out. No music? For sure? Let me check. Yeah, music is playing though. Oh, there is music. Maybe it's a bit too low for you guys, but there is music still. Did any long or mid-range ever hit since the update? Yes. Yeah. So guys, yes. So this question, by the way, from the aerospace professional, which is my good friend Mocha from 14 VFS. Yes, we've seen a few 120s come out of rails and connecting. So they do have enough legs to really connect there, but still they need a bit more leeway and a bit more energy behind the missile to really arrive there and connect, but still they can do so. And of course, if you go with 15s that we saw before yesterday, pumping Mach 2 energy into a missile does make it a ride for sure. For sure it does. But still, it does seem to me that we are going for more or less the same approach. 36 is going for the left crank. This time differently. Let me watch this a bit closer. This time, the 216s and Merlin are going for left crank, so they are going to be playing out together. And Kevin, Muff, and Ghost seems to be going together to the center area. But it seems to me that we are going to see a bit of a different tactic being deployed by the 36 Storm Virtually. Of course, the Vipers do sound more than the music, that's why you are not hearing music, I'm afraid. And also now that they are going over with the Born full send. So still they are going out climb, they are climbing fast, putting energy into the airplane. Still, but they are still very far away. Let me check it though. They are still 60 miles out, so they are going to burn through fuel now to try to get, I do assume, to try to get over Angel 40, Mach 1, hopefully, and then to be in a very the best position possible to start sending downrange missiles. I think. Oh, we'll see still. But of course, let us now ride with a bit with our good friend from 107th. Precisely with Granite, as he's going the one in center position for the formation. As he's just chilling out there over Mach Angel 35, Mach 1, burning through fuel. Okay, these guys are really burning through fuel right now. Both teams are putting energy into the airplanes trying to climb. You can see the Falcon and the other guy, I cannot click upon him. I cannot climb upon you. Who's the other one? I don't recall. Falcon and the drop tank? Falcon and drop tank? Well, drop tank is flying information though. Oh freaking gosh. Falcon and Rigo are just burning to fuel Engine 40, almost Engine 40, Engine 49, Mach 9.9, sorry. So they are burning through fuel. And of course, that's not the only one member from 36. We are seeing also 36 somewhere with Wally, the 2 Hornets burning through fuel right now. So these guys are Engine 34. Mach 1, so these guys are really aiming for long-range shots as far as I can see. The Falcons, the 16s, the Vipers, we can see that they are Angel 40. Huh. I don't think that Falcon is going to open. There you go! Fox 3 from Falcon towards let's linger possibly. Let us ride with the missile if we can, because that's going to be an interesting one. For sure. But so far missile is lofting. Way more missiles! So 2 more missiles. You can see the world from the at Angel 65 right now, Mach 3. Granite seems to be thinking that missiles are coming his way. Of course, if you read the radar correctly, you can on data link correctly, you can see that these 2 guys are going for the crown, these guys are going for the notch, this guy is going hot, and therefore you either and they are climbing down fast. So you do think that these guys have shot, or either that or they are baiting you. So that's why we can see right now Granite, you can see both Granites and Left Slinger on camera, on the left camera being tracked by the 120s, but still, they still have energy, those 120s, and that thing is not going to track though, it's way too far away to even be a problem. So we are riding with the 120 as it's not going, okay, now is radar alert to Left Slinger. We're going to try to defend that 120 and try to get a bit closer view here. So Let's Slinger managed to defend the missile and defeats the 120. Oh wait, first casualty? We've missed a casualty here. Oh freaking gosh, the other 120 did connect. Oh my freaky arms. First casualty of the fight, and we miss it. Oh freaking god, sorry, I was so confident about 122 that we miss it. So 107th are down to 5 guys from the get-go. So that Fox 3 did connect. Oh freaking gosh. So we have 120 sent down by Ghost, sorry, towards Granite. That's too far away to really be a problem. Though, well, it seems to me that these guys are really putting faith into long-range shots. But so far it's working for them for sure. I mean, they have dropped down 3 missiles downrange, but still, they managed to take down one of the enemies down. So that's a fair price to pay for sure, to have the advantage here. You can see that PT here have a lot of leeway. He does have the option to really commit into this bubble, or this tactical blob over here, so they can put pressure, but seems that he's going out cold. Gunslinger and Ouch out there being shot upon. Let us ride with with Granite, as he's the one being shot free right now by Drigo. Missile coming his way, he's just too high, too slow. I don't think he's going for a... Sorry guys, he's going for a World of Pain right now. I think he still doesn't know. That missile's not going for him. Sorry, that missile's not going for him. Going for Tiormo, it seems. But Fox 3 from Granite to Rodrigo. Yeah, that 120 is not connecting, so nothing to be worried about. PT out of the way, Merlin out of the fight, so they are taking really their time today to get back in the fight. But still, Falcon is the one being tracked right now by the 120. So now we are riding with Falcon as he's defending vertically. Falcon being shot by Granite as we mentioned before, but still he did manage to defend that 120. If 120 towards Granite, no problem whatsoever. Gunslinger, Fox 3 into Ghost. Ghost did fire upon Gunslinger. That's right with Gunslinger. As he's defending hard, trying to outrun the missile, to notch the missile, but seeing that missile still having legs to arrive. We are having still... Okay, one more casualty for 107. Okay, we have PT trying to push pressure into this tactical drop up south out here in the western area. And he's alone against the wall, so that I don't think that's going to be working out well for them though. We'll see though. PT there, but now we have 3 elements from 107 up here. Both Ouch and Teomo are way out of the fight and cannot help his friend PT out here. So either these guys do put some pressure down on PT is down for a wall of heart right now. So Granite, Ouch and Teomo, you better start pumping out some energy into that airplanes and get out fast there as soon as possible. But Merlin is being sure that they cannot do so, descending downrange of a Phoenix toward Granite, who we have on camera, who still doesn't know that he's being shot free, Fox 3 upon him. So right now PT is trying to go back, regroup with his friendly, we can see, but still Granite is alone against the wall. Fox 3 from Granite, and we are going to see him defending right now. Either that or he's going to be dead. As he gets in Fox 3 and takes the casualty. So one more casualty for 107. Things are looking very good for 66 Summer Virtuali so far. 120 sent downrange by Ghost upon Ouch, if I recall correctly. So things are looking good. 36 Summer Virtuali, no casualties whatsoever yet. So things are looking very good for them. So let me ride with PT as he's just doing Fox 3 and defensive maneuvering right now. As he's being shot by Kevin. Just pumping up some flares and chaff right now. Going defensive as he's Fox 3 onto Falcon, if I recall correctly. But still, Teomo coming in for the fight. Ouch still way out of the fight. And PT managed to defend that missile, so that's not going to be a problem. Teomo coming back to the fight finally. That's a 24 miles out shot, more or less. Out into Falcon, it seems. But that Phoenix from Merlin coming into Teomo. But that's a Charlie, so that's not going to arrive. I'm almost sure it's not going to arrive, so I'm not really worried about that one. But still, let me try to get this better angle here for you all. Okay. So let me ride with Rigo from 36, who is the one being Fox 3 right now. Yeah, they have a green tint to the skins. That's beautiful. I love... Oh, no, no, not that. Oh, freaking gosh. I did back things up. Yeah, keyboard, please work correctly. Okay, now it's working. Sorry guys for the interruption. So right now, Ouch is coming back into the fight, finally putting 120s into Mav. We are riding right now with Mav as he's just going defensively, vertically, trying to defend that 120 sent his way. It might not connect though. Still, we have the 6th element from 36 Storm of Virtuali still alive and up and running. So it does look to me that they are in for a world of pain this time, 107. Ouch still out there defending. That Ouch might get killed here. Ouch managed to almost to trust that 120 very close by, so he's still alive. Right now Ghost is committing into PT. Let me try to get PT on camera. PT goes Fox 3 onto PT. PT still doesn't know. But he doesn't know, he's just running out left, and Rider Barney is not giving anything to him. He doesn't know he's being Fox 3. PT is going to be dead here, for sure, and takes the kill. Radar Warning was not telling him nothing, and Fox 3 from him into Ouch. So things are not looking good for 107. No, that 120 did not crack at all. So things are looking good for 36 for sure. Now we are riding with Rigo as they are going over mud. They are burning through fuel, trying to get as close as possible towards Tiomo. Tiomo's Fox 3. Rigo with a Fox 2. Okay, Fox 2 from Rigo towards Tiomo, I think, but Tiomo sending a Fox 3 towards Rigo. Let me ride with Rigo. I think he's going to be the one who might get... Oh, wait. What happened over there? Something happened over there. Someone else is dead, and I did not notice. Oh, freaking god, this round is more fun than the rest of we've seen so far. And that's something I do appreciate for sure. So now, right now we have 32 remaining survivors from 107th. Now we're riding with Ouch as he's down in the ground, trying to outrun and giving himself a bit of airspace. Tiomo still very far, very out of the way. And they have just shy away of enough space to turn around and put some 120 downrange. Just a bit of space, but still, you can see that from 36 Stormer Virtually, all the airplane members are still alive and fighting out there. So we'll see how it goes though. So far, I don't think that 107 do have enough space to really get back into the fight and win. Even if we see right now, Ouch is carrying all the missiles of the world, still carrying 3 Fox 3s, but still he's not in a very good place out there to really be able to kill them all. Still, Tiomo, who we have on camera, is recommitting, finally recommitting, and we are going to see him Fox 3 onto map shortly right now, hopefully. They are enough 8 miles out, Fox 3 from Tiomo into map. Map also Fox 3 into Tiomo. Let me ride with both of them for a sec as I get them both on camera, because both of them, okay, 1 casualty there guys, and 2 casualties, both of them are dead. I repeat, both of them are dead. So now we have 1 sole survivor out who is carrying still 2 more Fox 3 missiles and has to face 5 elements from 36. Rigo is being Fox 3 right now. We're riding with him as he's going defensive maneuvering. They're going through the clouds. We can only see his burner. He's defending missiles right now. Oh, not that. Keyboard doing fun thingies. So Ouch there. Okay, now he's working. Now should be working. Okay, now should be working. Okay, Ouch there being Fox 3 from Falcon. He's being pursued heavily. Oh, freaking gosh. My keyboard is doing strange things once again. I know. So Ouch, who we are going to get on camera right now, just popping up flares, trying to defend missiles being sent down to him. But still, he's not in a good position right now. 120 to him. Will that connect? And that's the last kill, guys. Oh, freaking gosh. But guys, 36 Stormer Virtually is going to take round 3 with 5 remaining aircraft. That's a very well done round for sure for them. They putting out way more aggression than round 1 and 2, and it has shown. Definitely has shown. So guys, let me go and do check who is carrying what. So on camera we have Falcon carrying only 1 heater and 1 Fox 3. Now we are riding with Ghost, which is carrying 2 Fox 1s and 2 Fox 2s. Merlin on camera carrying 2 heaters, so down to almost nothing at all. These guys have to really push harder this round. And now on camera, you're riding with Kevin with 1 heater. And the last member from Survivor Element from the 36 Stormer Virtually, who is Rigo, carrying only 1 heater. So guys, this is going to be the end, of course, but remember, we are still not finished. We are going to check the tab view right now as we wait for the rest of the teams to go down into friendly airspace and declare themselves victors. And of course, we will be conducting an interview afterwards if both teams do agree. So of course I'm asking the teams if they are up for the interview, and just checking with them, and if they do so agree, then we'll be going for an interview. But until then, we can go and check ourselves the tag view up to this point, shall we, guys? So give me a sec to get everything ready. There we go, because this round is a time of rounds that I love. There are many missiles coming down range, many things going at once, and this is something that I do love for sure. This is the kind of rounds I do love seeing. And I did mention before, yesterday's fight between ETF and SPQR round 2 was the best round I've seen so far. Like, really, do check that fight. Personally, so far for the half a year I've been covering matches in SAC 21, SAC 21-2, SATAC and SATAC, that's the best round of all them all I've seen being played. So do check it out. You are going to enjoy it for sure. But still, remember, we are going to check tab view now, and I'm just checking with the teams if they are up for an interview. So let me double check. Give me a sec. I'm just checking if they are up for it or not, and then I will confirm with you guys. Still, let's go with round 3 analysis, tab view analysis. We can see this first skill, 107 Gunsmoke here did try to defend, but sadly that defense is not one of the best you can do. He got killed by Drigo, 31 miles out shot. Gunsmoke going for the crank. Let me drive with the missile here. Of course, he's going for this positioning. Okay, he's not being alerted to the missile. Still not alerted. Now he's alerted. You can see 5 miles out. He gets alerted for the missile, and he panics a bit. You can see he bleeds all his airspeed. You can see 16 is the kind of airplane who is better suited when you move it a bit more gentler, because if you push hard like he did here, okay, he's bleeding all his energy. Even he's going full burner. You can see he's panicking around and gets down with a slow airspeed. Of course, he was over Mach 1. I don't think he was going to be able to survive that missile. So of course, as per usual, here he was going for the notch here. He's more or less in a notch. Sounds a bit too much. If he did hold this line more or less, that would be a notch. But he turns a bit too much and then has enough leeway for the missile to keep on tracking. And he got vertically, defending vertically. Sadly, it's too late. Of course, when you are that high, you don't have that much leeway to defend missiles, because you have to defend for a very long time. Missiles do carry more energy when they are higher, because they bleed less energy, and it's the best option is to go down below. So usually when you are at 30 miles out, if you are not going to do any kind of factory, it's better to drop down to up to Angel 15, or even lower if you want to. I mean anything you going down below for Angel 35, if you are not going to do any kind of factory, it's better for your safety. And then you will not take to the face these kind of factories long range, which is a pity, of course. 107 is the fight with one less guy, and that kind of things do matter for sure. I'm just checking who was the next casualty. You can see BT here is entirely alone. That's something I don't like seeing myself, because BT is trying to get the attention of this group of guys. He managed to do so, but he's out of the fight. Okay, he put 120, takes a few missiles, but then he cannot do anything at all, and then the rest of the team is entirely alone over here. But next casualty is Let's Linger over here, and he gets killed by Ghost. 60 miles out shot, Mach 1, Angel 30, that's going to connect for sure. Hermoso, when Let's Linger doesn't know he's been Fox 3, sends to missile downrange, start to defend, but of course, you are too high, too slow to really be able to defend that missile. And of course, also, you can see the Hornet here is bleeding when he's turning out cold, pushing hard into the stick, he's bleeding energy like a madman, and therefore, he's bleeding from Mach 1 to Mach 0.66 up in that turn. So that way you don't have enough leeway to be able to defend that missile. No way. So it's hard to fight up in the air, as they are doing right now. It's very hard to do so, and thus is not really recommended unless you know for sure what you are doing. I mean, it's something like strange. It's not as if they don't know what they are doing. But since you really need sure you really need to know if these guys are shooting to you or not, even if you don't have a radar warning. You have to interpret that they are being shot at because this guy did turn do something. You have to read the radar and the essay page to really understand what the guy is doing and why he's doing so. And that's lots of the part of the gameplay here, to really understand what the hell is going on downrange. But we still almost connect there. So that's why up to this point we are down. Okay, next casualty from 107th. And takes kill, get killed by Rico. Oh, by the way, these guys are almost up there. By the way, just for you to know, wait, not that one. The Tomcat is burning through fuel like a madman, just getting back into back to land. So we are going to see them landing soon enough. So I'm going to go faster for the target analysis. Grenades there, take the kill because too close, too high, too close to 5, I'm afraid. And Vigo did manage to notch that missile perfectly fine. What more? What else? So far so good. Okay, here. I do recall that one. PT here. I do think that he lost a bit of SA. He tried to Fox 3 into Falcon maybe. But of course, goes there, try to Fox 3 him. Of course, because he's just giving the belly to the enemy. Therefore, his radar warning is not alerting him and tries to defend too late to really be able to defend that missile, sadly. We still have all the elements from 36 here. I mean, Timo here trying to commit here. Fox 3. Sorry, and a chance of Fox 3, 7 miles out. Too high. Nice airspeed, but still too high to really be able to defend that kind of missiles. And out here, alone against the wall, it takes the last casualty. So guys, that's going to be it for them. But still, we are just seeing the... Oh, wait. We are seeing the element from 36 Storm Virtuali landing right now, the Tomcat. And once he's down in the ground and under control, which we are seeing right now... Wait. We are going to be seeing... That's going to be the victory for 36 Storm Virtuali. I think it's better to have this camera view for you guys. So that's going to be the victory for this 1-2 between 107th and 36 Storm Virtuali. And that's also the victory for them in this fight. So guys, give me a sec, I'm going to check what the teams, if they are up for an interview, just to be sure. Yep. Okay guys, so this is going to be the end of this fight, but remember, now we have the interview with both teams. It has been confirmed, and then you can get your questions rolling, and we'll be asking them to the teams once we are with them in the interview. So guys, stay tuned, and we'll be back in a few moments. Okay, guys, we are live right now for an interview with our good friends from 36 Thermal Virtuali. From his side, we have Rigo. Please say hi.
Hello, hi.
To my right, me, myself, the narrator here. Of course, to my right, I have Ranite from 107th. Please say hi.
Hello.
So, guys, first and foremost, congratulations for 36 Thermal Virtuali, my fellow European team. It's something I do love seeing more European teams winning and whatnot. So, congratulations for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. It was very adrenaline match.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah, definitely.
even so, I love seeing how it was evolving. Round one, it was more like you were out of pace, or both of you were like not really into the fight for as far as I could see. But round two, both of you did get more concentrated, more into what was going to be happening right now. And round three was really the best round of your match today. Really hectic, really adrenalic, and that's what I love seeing for sure. And that's what a very good round.
Yeah, indeed. The first we see they at first. Sorry for my English. It's very bad, by the way.
It's better than mine. No worries.
At first round, we see they very conservative. We had some difficult to closing range. That's why we lose. Yeah. But in the second, we focus on closing distance. That's it, by the way.
Yeah, of course, I've seen that round one, both teams were playing it very safely. As in, okay, I don't want to really get too close. But in round two and round three, all of you got more comfortable getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So that's something I love seeing, because once you get close by, then it's more fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, it was our tactics in second and third round. We focus on that. Yeah, because we see they very conservative. It was very difficult to make some kill, because in this match the number it's all in the first. So yeah, congratulations from the other team, because it's not easy at all, especially for us, because we have also some recruits inside the squad. That's it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and by it's nice to get to third round. Each team, we get to learn how the opponent reacts and how we can do better. And obviously, it's a good learning opportunity for both sides. So definitely a hard fought battle by the 36. So it definitely put us on our feet. So we were able to try to work with it, and it definitely worked out pretty well for you folks. So congratulations on the win. And look forward to continuing on with this, in the future.
Oh yeah, we hope so. By the way, the weather conditions is like an hell, because at the first round we spot clouds too high, and we think about we are very low instead of the altitude. That's why we lose more fighters in the first. Yeah, the weather is very intensive, interesting in this match.
Yeah, definitely that's one of the main selling points for this tournament, this occasion, having so much variety of weathers, and and no team knowing which map they are going to be playing up to the moment that it's going to be rolled out with the dice, and neither the weather. I think that's one of the most fun parts of this tournament for sure.
Indeed, yeah.
So guys,
Yeah,
I do
definitely.
have. Sorry, all yours.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, weather. It's always a factor. And having watched some of the other matches, our first couple rounds were over Persian Gulf, and it was clear in a million. And today, we got some weather to work with, which again, you have to make sure we don't have any mid airs, and again, trying to spot missiles and our opponents as well. So definitely puts both team again on the alert, and trying to work through the situations.
Okay, guys, I have a question from Bluefin 234 on chat for both of you. And first, it would be going for for Granite and then for Drigo. The question is, how are you finding the new changes to the Phoenix? They want to know what your thoughts on it.
We've I know we've definitely seen a little bit of a change over the past couple matches since there have been some updates. Some of the other folks on the squad would probably be better able to answer that question, but it's definitely made us be more aware of where the Tomcat is, and 36 they definitely did a good job of kind of tucking it in there, and then again it kind of played into the fuel game for the first couple rounds as we saw, and then this time seems for this last round it seems like the 54 isn't really affected too much, but obviously, they kind of they took the third round, so there was a factor in there. So yeah, the Phoenix is it's definitely something to be aware of, as we've seen in other matches, both us going against other opponents and um, uh, today. So it's a long distance shot. It's kind of almost analogous to some of the long range shots we can get off the flankers, and you don't know they're there until it's too late, and they carry such tremendous energy from high speed and also the altitude that they start at when they loft.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, we try to use it like artillery, but as I can see, nobody of you was hit by Phoenix, by the way. So congratulations. I think it's not easy to avoid that missile right now. Only by I mean only in flanking, by the way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, thing is right now, just my point of view, because I was flying as a 14 Tomcat Rio for UCW in other competitions. And right now, we are also using the 14, but I would not say anymore anything else because we are in other parts of the tournament, so nothing else there. But still, I can say for sure that the Phoenix changes lately are so freaking big that tactics had to be changed. Now the Tomcat we saw yesterday with this player from the SPQR is who managed to take a 86 mile shot onto Dormouse from ETF. Phoenixes right now have to be used flying high, very high, and very fast to really have reach. But still, they do have legs. They still have space in the competitive scene. But you have to really, really, really change your tactics and how you do employ the Tomcats to really put them into good use.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting way of playing because now before Tomcats were able to really be down below, eating dirt, sending missiles downrange, down the line at taking enemy airplanes down at 20 miles out, being down in the deck. So that was nuts. So current modeling is way more precise. So what we know for the white paper published by Headfloor, and that's something very good for the community for sure. Even thus, we have to change tactics. Us DCW as a team for the final tournament that we are playing. But still, a very interesting, nice new approach. So of course,
yeah. Good point. I think we can. I hope we can see to avoid Jester in the second tournament. I mean, with piloting Rayo, it would be better to see what you mean. It's a good point for using F-14.
Yeah. Of course, I was very surprised, and I'm going to ask you this, and then I'll go with the next question from Ruthen. Is that I was surprised to see both of you guys going very high, very fast all the time. So, what was the thought process behind deciding to go high and fast? Because it makes things harder to defend missiles, but of course, makes things easier to connect missiles. And we've seen all in today's fight between you guys that was a decisive factor who was killed and who was not killed by that high and fast, both for defensive maneuvering and for sending downrange missiles. So I would love to know a bit of the thought process behind it. So first Granite and afterwards Rigo.
Oh yeah, good question. That's the point. You need to choose to make lots of energy for launch missiles, and that's it. because we use AMRAM, so the energetic factor is the main point when you need to make a good sorting against the enemy. At the same point, you need to avoid the counterpart. So that's the point, to make a good F-ball in these tactics.
Yeah, and again, the altitude game, like you said, there's plus and minus to everything. We'd love to have, you can have someone down sea level and root around, waiting for someone trying to sneak in. But on the other hand, you're burning tons of fuel. Second round, I took a third bag, and that did not work out well in my favor. So definitely between the drag and trying to carry the fuel, which we didn't really need to for the in the end game. But yeah, you want to get up there, get the energy going for the missiles. But you can always dive down from high altitude. You can't. It's a lot easier than climbing back up from sea level, or from the mid teens, or low 20s or so, to get that taken care of. But again, it's all part of the game, I guess.
Yeah, indeed, that's the point. I think the F-16 has the best choice to do that. Maybe the F-18 it's a bit slow for do that, but yeah, that's the good point.
Okay, guys, now that you have a bit more information, so I had two more questions and then we can end it up, okay? First, I want to ask you this question by Blufen, who was still standing on chat while we were talking other things. So question is, what do you like about SATAC and what makes it a good platform for you to play on? First for Glanite and then for Bluefin. For Trigo, sorry.
Yep. So it is kind of good. It's kind of evolved a little bit since the beginning of the competition. It is kind of neat to have the different terrains, and obviously you're swapping airfield, so everyone's got an equal chance, for the first 2 rounds to see what's going on. And this is our unit's first participation in a tournament as such. So it's been pretty good. And it's kind of interesting to see how it goes through with streamers, the units, and the competition, which is always interesting to talk to and see how they work. Between how they react with our tactics and also the tactics of their other competitors as the competition goes on. So I think it's something that we're gonna keep an eye on over the next year or so until the next round comes up. And for one, I'll be is able to watch the other streams for the other units, see how it goes and who takes the crown. And again, it's interesting to see. We're going to take the TAC views back and take a look and see what happened and what we can do to do better, and maybe open our minds up to see if there's another tactic that works better. And in ACM, a lot of things change. It's a very dynamic environment, so it'll definitely be it's been a worthy experience for all of us, for all of our matches, regardless of the outcome.
Yeah, we totally agree in that. This tournament is very, very interesting to learning, and the streaming and your analytics is very, very good. So we love it, basically.
Well, thank you guys. I mean, I do this because I have fun. Of course, I'm not the only streamer. We have also Keep Up and Breakshot doing the work. But still, I do my part because I have lots of fun covering these matches, I learn.
Sure.
I do learn too. And having these matches, like more so round 3. I think really the round 3 for me, for your match, was the most interesting one. Round 1 was a bit more calm. Everyone was a bit scared. Round 2 a bit more comfortable. Round 3 way more comfortable, and it shows. Really, keep on working. You are in a good place. Still, I've seen that you have mistakes of when to defend and such and position and set, but that's normal. We all need to learn, and that's just a matter of time and practice, as always, and as everything. Okay, guys, I have one more question, and this is mainly for you, Granite, and your team, because when we were getting ready the servers and such, you guys requested the SRS. I do have a question from Rich, one of the organizer for this tournament, asking you guys why choose SRS instead of TeamSpeak or Discord or any other kind of platform?
So typically during our operations, whether it's within squad or public, or even during our weekly hosted events for control, typically we're just used to SRS. We end up using a little bit of Discord here and there. However, sometimes we will split up, especially horns. We can use mids for a different frequency. I guess it's kind of more of how we operate, but we can always be in communication with you folks later for the organizers down the road if that's something we need to work on, either integrating or refining.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the organization itself is not going to force you to how to communicate. That's up to each team for sure. So that's not going to be any problem whatsoever. But these are interesting choice because, for example, this is something that sometimes we've brought up. Like people do use Discord when mainly when there are few guys, so they don't have to really touch so many buttons and have easier communications. Us with TW, for example, use TeamSpeak because we have lower latency, higher quality, and we can do exactly the same as we do with SRS. But many teams do use SRS as your case because you use it on your weekly operations or whatever, PvE environments or whatever. And it's interesting to see those differences in each squadron, how they operate regarding comms. But still, guys, I think we can close it up here. But before that, I would love to tell you guys if you want, ask you guys if you want to say something to the other team first for Granite and then for Drigo, and then we can close it up.
Yeah, I'll go first. Good win for you folks. Again, it was a challenge. You don't want to, just though you get a first win, you don't want to, you don't want to get too easy on it. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. In words of Han Solo, don't get cocky. There's always something to learn, no matter what the outcome. So, good job, and looking forward to flying again in the future.
Thank you. Good game. It was very, very nice and intensive fight. So thank you for the opportunity for doing that. I hope we fight again in the future. That's it.
Okay, guys, and for you guys on chat and for the stream, thank you all for joining us. I hope that you have lots of fun today. We've been watching all the deliveries for 36, the showcase of all deliveries, because I think you went for round 3 just to showcase all deliveries. Really, I think that's
yeah, thank you.
lovely deliveries for both teams, but still, I'm amazed to how many skins 36 can bring. And like every round, they brought a different skin for all the airplanes, and then the top cut, but they brought 2 different skins. I was like, what the hell? Oh, freaking gosh, amazing.
Yeah.
But fun fact for sure. But still, guys, thank you all for joining us. Thank you both, Branites and Rigo, for joining me in this interview. And stay tuned for next week for more matches from SATAC 2021. So bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.